everyone, and welcome to a weird stream without a title, I guess. We're just gonna be looking at Bitchute and Rumble ads, because I've noticed when I do tinfoil and I look for all the stuff, the ads that come up are almost always weird scams. So that's good. Today we're just gonna be looking at weird ads. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. By the way, I remembered, I don't know if you guys were here last night, but I was like, oh, there's a thing I wanted to tell you guys that I was excited about, but I couldn't remember what it was. I found out that our insurance covers FFS. So that's good. They can fix my face. They can hit it with a cartoon hammer and fix it. I assume that's how it works. But no, seriously, I found out I can get my face fixed. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's good. Phoenix Leftist, thanks for gifting a sub to Will Kale. Bittergrin, thanks for a 245 stream streak. Cool beans. If you want to help support the stream, you can always become a member on YouTube, which really helps, and then you gain access to the member and patron-only streams. You can also super chat if you just want to do a one-off thanks or whatever. If you're on Twitch, you can always become a subscriber to avoid ads, gift subs to help out the community, or we're working towards our tip goal for new summer costumes, so you can tip directly if you want to do that. What else? We also have a Discord. If you're not a part of it, but you have a Discord account, make sure you join our Discord. It's a lot of fun. And you'll also get notified whenever I go live, which is nice. So cool. Yeah, no, the list of things they expressly have is incredible, and one of them is a 4-head reduction. And that's good, I need it. I have a 7-head. It's good shit. Pretty excited. But we're gonna do the orchiectomy first, and then, you know, see where things are. So anyway, I guess that's it. I think that's all the housekeeping. We just need to jump into it. I'll be frank with you, I don't know if we'll get 3 hours out of this. This is a very off-the-cuff stream, where I'm just getting served whatever I get served by Rumble and Bitchute. So we'll do our best to get as much content as possible, but if it's not a full 3-hour stream today, I apologize. How do they reduce a 4-head? Oh, you don't want to know, but I'm going to tell you. Basically, they would make an incision here along my hairline, and then they'd, fold it down. So it's like they take your hairline and they move it. They move the whole scalp, basically, forward. It's gonna be disgusting, but I'll look better after, so that's good. Alright, enough talking about the potential facial feminization surgery. But yeah, excited about that. Alright, let's jump into the Bitchute scam ads. Jesus Christ. I guess it doesn't matter what I click on. They're all gonna serve ads. Let's try this.
Don't you know the pink salt trick recipe yet? Come with me and I'll teach you. This is the secret to melting fat without having to diet or work out.
Okay, so according to them, the pink salt is going to burn fat somehow. As an overweight person, that's not how things work. If you want to get rid of fat, you need to do more activity or eat less food so you're at a deficit, so your body uses that adipose tissue for energy. I promise you, pink salt isn't gonna do anything. Bumble Homestead with a 7-stream streak says, these ads sound amusing. I'm setting up the kitchen and then Kiddo is making stuffed tomatoes. No idea what's in them, but I don't have to cook, so I hope it's good.
Now I'm going to teach you the recipe that mimics the effects of the Manjaro pen without the unwanted side effects. Pay close attention.
For those that don't know, there was an ad on Rumble a while back that was talking about the Manjaro effect, so that's like a play on that somehow. Hello, Lulian the Romanian, how's it going?
If this video showed up for you, congratulations, you just got lucky. Click
Congrats, we just served you this ad. Don't you know how lucky you are?
somewhere on this video where it says, learn more to grab the full recipe and try it. I, for example, was one of the first to try it. In 21 days, I managed to lose 18 pounds. I made this natural Mounjaro
21, 8, what? That's too much. That's way too quick to lose weight. If that were real, you would be ill.
that is blowing up on social
Totally an AI. Oh, a lot of these ads are AI based.
media. If you drink this once a day and don't lose at least 2 kilos, it means you're not doing it right. Just 1 glass a day flips your body into automatic fat burning mode. No restrictive diets or crazy workouts needed. This is so powerful that many women actually need to eat more burgers and ice cream to keep from getting too skinny.
Not only will you lose weight, but you actively will need to eat ice cream. It's like a desperate, crazy person's dream. Jesus, I'm fat, not delusional. What the fuck? I feel offended. Can I turn her up a little? I actually can't turn the sound up on the... Oh, wait, yes, I can. Hold on. Yes, I can. There we go.
I know many people would pay thousands of dollars to get this info, but for the next 24 hours, I'm leaving this video 100% free.
Just for the next 24 hours. I promise you won't see that ad tomorrow.
Just click the button below this video and promise me you'll use it responsibly so you don't end up getting too skinny.
How dare you? I've seen Stephen King's Thinner, and I found it to be aspirational.
Click the button below to watch the full recipe and start melting at least 2 kilos. Oh, and in the video, I'll also reveal the secret 3-minute recipe that Hollywood actresses use to melt fat while binge watching Netflix. And the 2 so-called healthy...
The secret is a personal trainer and a personal chef that get paid by the studio.
...foods that secretly inflame...
Also at this point, probably Ozempic.
...your body and make you look 10 years older. This is the secret to making other women jealous of you in 2025.
Or an ad based on spite. Do you want to make other women jealous? You're a woman. Do you hate other women? Let's market based on spite. That seems healthy.
So don't miss out on this opportunity.
That feels like they know that the Bitchute audience or Rumble audience of women tends to be like pick-me right-wing assholes who hate most other women.
Especially if you want to lose inches off your thighs and hips without stuffing yourself with food. This is a slap in the face to those Mounjaro pens. Click on Learn More and start feeling your jeans loosen today.
Oh, is the clock just gonna spin for the rest of the ad? We're gonna look at the websites too, by the way. Yeah, I think the clock is just gonna go. It just goes. Okay, so we're gonna look at the websites too for the ads. So this is when you click on the ad. This is what pops up.
Put a pinch of this
Woo! That's a little loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry.
pink salt trick under your tongue every night and watch your body effortlessly melt away 27 pounds in just 15 days. And up
That's even more! That's like... That's almost 2 pounds a day! Like, that would be so dangerous. I think it's like a pound of fat is roughly 3,000 calorie deficit. So, like, you would have to be exercising enough that you're effectively eating negative 3,000 calories a day. Like, you would be dead. You could not, you can't lose 2 pounds a day reasonably in fat and not die. I think, like, the max you're supposed to lose is, like, 10 to 12 pounds a month or something.
to 52 pounds in only 90 days, transforming from this to this. Effortlessly.
Everyone keeps asking how I lost so much weight so fast. Some even accuse me of using Ozempic, but that's just not true.
Oh my god, it's AI of the Graham Norton show. This is 100% AI.
Actually helped me.
Oh, I just noticed the fake number of people watching now counter. These websites for these scams have all sorts of little fake counters and stuff that show, like, how many people want this product, how many are left, how long's the sale. And if you actually look at, like, the HTML for the site, it's just like a random number generator that's, like, set with a limit between, you know, 560 and 612 or something. Like, it's just nonsense.
shed nearly 50 pounds in 2 months was this incredible pink salt trick. Honestly, it's just as powerful as those expensive injections, but far better because it's completely natural and side effect free.
If there's one secret,
So they're appealing to the crunchy people with the natural thing, and also appealing to people without the ability to get something like Ozempic by saying, like, oh, you can't afford it? We have a cheap option. And it's the same shit that's in Jilly Juice.
I swear by to stay in perfect shape, it's the pink salt trick. For me and my sisters, it's practically a nightly ritual.
Oh, they're pretending to be a Kardashian. That's illegal. Don't impersonate a Kardashian. It's like impersonating a doctor. It's not allowed.
Every night, I do this simple trick, and every morning, I wake up with a visibly flatter, tighter stomach. It beats every diet or workout I've ever tried.
This pink salt trick is 10 times more powerful than intermittent fasting, keto, and low carb combined, because just a pinch of this special pink salt under your tongue activates your body's fat-burning hormones, GLP-1 and GIP. The same powerful hormones synthetically replicated in drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro, but without the dangerous side effects. These hormones have been lying dormant in your body for years, but now, thanks to this simple pink salt trick, you can activate them naturally right at home.
Wow, my body's really dumb that it can't figure out to use those chemicals to make me healthy. Stupid body.
Metabolism.
All these celebrities could sue, right? Oh yeah, I'm sure they have grounds to sue. You can't just make up, like, shit and like, pretend that a celebrity is promoting your product. Yeah, that's very, very illegal. At least actionable. I'll say it's actionable. It's not a crime, but it is a civil action, I believe.
Will shift into an effortless 24/7 fat-burning state. Already, this powerful secret has transformed the lives of over 21,500 Americans struggling with stubborn weight, helping them easily shed anywhere from 22 to 75 pounds without changing their routines at all. And if you're watching this video right now, you could easily be next.
Honestly, at first, I was really skeptical, but after just 21 days using the pink salt trick, I've lost 19 pounds. I don't even fully understand how it works, but suddenly I need a whole new wardrobe. Everything's loose. Why didn't I discover this sooner?
Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling lighter, healthier, and full of newfound confidence. Imagine all of this starting for you right now. In 2024 alone, thousands of men and women aged 25 to 85 secretly began using this pink salt trick. And within their very first
I feel bad for all the people whose images and stuff got stolen for this.
week, they reported dropping up to 9 pounds without changing their diets or stepping into a gym. The most remarkable part, within mere days of using this pink salt trick, you'll begin to notice your face slimmer, your clothing looser, and your energy soaring like never before. It's finally time to stop hiding behind baggy clothes and dodging photos. Because once you try this pink salt trick, you won't just lose stubborn belly, thigh, and arm fat. You'll naturally reset your body, making future weight gain nearly impossible.
That's not how anything works. Your body will gain weight, again, if you eat more food than you need to live.
Celebrities
Like, different people have different rates of metabolism. I'm aware of that. But, like, at the end of the day, like, your body's going through a certain amount of energy. And if you eat more than that over a certain period of time, you're gonna gain weight, and vice versa if the opposite. It's thermodynamics, I promise.
secretly swear by this simple trick to maintain their slim.
Sorry, H-Baird, I might have missed your bits. Let me take a look. Oh, H-Baird says, I once lost 20 pounds in a week. My secret? A horrible case of mononucleosis. That'll do.
Figures without extreme effort.
Next time someone gets mono, can you just, like, lick something and then I'll lick it? I need the weight loss.
I lost 32 pounds in just 30 days
Oh, they're pretending to be, Rebel Wilson, I think is her name?
using the pink salt trick. At first, nobody supported me. People preferred me heavier for certain movie roles, but
Fuck off, fake AI Rebel Wilson! Fennikagami says, if any of this was true, so many industries would die. Corporations would buy up all the pink salt. Hell, our government would ban pink salt to protect these industries.
today, seeing myself this slim, healthy, and energetic feels like a dream finally come true.
But let me warn you, this video could be removed at any moment. What you're about to discover.
Oh, you better hurry. There's a time. There's a ticking clock. Oh, a sign of a scam, if you don't know, is that they put a ticking clock on it. and try and make it seem like, oh, if you don't do it right now, it's a high-pressure sales tactic.
Is the
It's trying to get you to make an irrational decision based on FOMO.
single greatest breakthrough in natural weight loss of our lifetime, scientifically proven by researchers at Stanford, Harvard, and Cambridge, but deliberately suppressed by Big Pharma for years. The pink salt trick activates GLP-1 and GIP, your body's hidden weight loss hormones, allowing you to consistently burn fat naturally, safely, and permanently. And best of all, it's 100% natural, completely safe, requiring no medications, injections, or risky surgeries. Just a pinch of this simple pink salt trick can help you shed 27 pounds.
So, like, they haven't said, but the trick is just what? You eat pink salt? You just eat pink salt. Okay. Will Kale with 100 stream streak says, back in my day, the 1990s, the scammers put in more effort with their weird basic cable scam ads. I miss those. I miss the guy that had the suit with all the not question marks, dollar signs. Was it question marks? That's just the Riddler. He wasn't in a Riddler costume, right? Why is my brain telling me it was a question mark suit? That's the Riddler. Am I confusing him with the Riddler?
Of pure fat in only 15 days.
Was the Riddler a prolific scammer on television in the 90s? It was dollar signs? Okay. I think my brain is mixing him and the Riddler in my head.
Exactly like it did for my own sister Mary, finally leaving her old pants behind forever. So stay with me now, because in the next 2 minutes, I'll show you exactly how to use this pink salt trick at home.
Oh my god, while I've been watching this video, are they installing spyware on my computer? Is that the whole scam? Are they gonna be fucking mining bitcoins? Oh god damn it, probably. Normal Gamer Gal with 22 months says, changing to Prime due to finance changes, but happy to give you my Bezos bucks. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And effortlessly activate your metabolism's hidden fat-burning mode, melting away accumulated fat.
Oh, and Green Guy had a tip. Green Guy says, Hannah, I worked out before work today. Full body, used weights, feel great, even used the cake machine. It works on your butt. Then I got to work at 8, left at 9:30. Wife had an appointment. Well, hell yeah. Happy for your wife that you're using the butt machine. Get that cake fluffed. I don't know how people talk about butts.
Within weeks, without giving up your favorite foods or wasting hours at the gym. Let's begin. I'm Dr. Casey Means, and the first thing I want you to know is this. If you've ever felt completely stuck, desperate, and hopeless trying to lose stubborn weight, I promise you, it's not your fault. I'm a Stanford-trained physician and former surgeon who's watched thousands of patients.
Wow, they're training AI at Stanford now? Oh, the image says Stanford. Look at the AI image says Stanford instead of Stanford. Stanford. She went to Stanford. God damn it.
Torture themselves, fighting their own bodies just to lose weight. You might recognize me from Fox News, where I exposed how the weight loss industry secretly profits by keeping you stuck. Or from Dr. Phil,
It scams all the way down.
where I revealed how so-called health foods silently sabotage your metabolism. I'm also the chief medical officer at Metabolic.
Trey says, I did some simple math to demonstrate how absurd this claim is that you're going to lose this much weight. The amount of energy your body would generate burning as much fat as they're claiming is enough to boil 578 pounds of water. That's good. I'm mostly water, so that's good.
Care Institute and the #1 New York Times best-selling author of Good Energy. But none of those credentials matter half as much as what I'm going to share with you today. Because right now, as you're watching this, you're about to uncover something so powerfully simple that powerful drug companies are terrified you'll discover it. In fact, I've already received—
Is she AI of a real person? Yeah, most of this video has been them puppeting AI versions of real celebrities or influencers.
threats, scary warnings from anonymous voices urging me.
Think carefully.
I want to point out, I wasn't sure that this video would get enough content for 3 hours, and we're still on the first ad, and we're 26 minutes in. So this might have to become a recurring series.
About your career and family.
Before revealing this, even my lawyer begged me to reconsider sharing it publicly. And yet, here I am. Why? Because I simply can't stay quiet while everyday people remain trapped. forced to endure harsh diets, punishing workouts, or humiliating themselves with expensive shots like Ozempic and Mounjaro, costing $1,200.
Why would that be humiliating? It's not humiliating.
Every single month. Today,
I feel like they're trying to subtly imply it's embarrassing to use those. I don't think it is.
I'm revealing the exact method that's quietly helping ordinary people effortlessly shed 20.
James on YouTube says, I pay for premium so I can sit here and watch ads with you. Just like God intended. Thank you, James.
30, even 50 plus pounds of stubborn fat. Without painful injections, starvation diets, exhausting workouts, or emptying your savings on $25,000 surgeries. In fact, this completely natural method requires nothing more than pink salt and 3 simple ingredients from your own kitchen. When combined, these ingredients trigger your body.
Oh, I see. I gotta pay. I gotta give you dollars for you to tell me the secret ingredients. Ooh.
Body's natural fat burning system. The exact same biological pathway that expensive drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro artificially target, but without the nausea, side effects, or astronomical costs. But you need to hear every word today because drug companies are actively working to erase this information right now. Just yesterday morning, 3 doctors who dared to share similar natural solutions had their entire social media accounts wiped clean years.
Preying on the right-wing fear of being canceled by some social media site for telling the truth too hard. Scalix, thanks for 14 months at tier 2, says, love the streams, hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well too.
Of work and trust erased overnight. If this video disappears, you lose the chance to reclaim the life and body you deserve. Now, whenever patients first learn about this pink salt trick, they always ask me the same thing. Dr. Means, how can something so simple actually work when I've wasted years and
oh my god, they just keep repeating themselves.
Thousands of dollars trying literally everything else? The honest answer? I didn't find this solution in some sterile lab or through funded research.
Some sterile lab. Again, weirdly like signaling a distrust of science, calling a lab sterile. Like, it needs to be sterile. That's how you control for things. Like, it's juxtaposing with this idea that the natural is always a virtue. So an artificial lab environment to some people is not only alienating, but they consider it to almost be like without virtue, to be a place of amorality because it is so sterile and divorced from their conception of nature, which to them they view in this like romantic way as the ultimate moral good. So strange.
Trials. I discovered it because I watched helplessly as someone I loved more than anything slowly fell apart right before my eyes. That person is my sister, Mary. And I'm asking you to meet her because her story mirrors the silent pain you've hidden behind closed doors for years.
Look at Casey and me today, and you'd never guess the secret I still carry inside me. I'm only 3 years younger than my sister. That might seem believable now when you see...
Have you noticed the number keeps getting higher and higher the longer we're here, by the way?
Side by side, both easily slipping into size 6 jeans. But just 1 year ago at Casey's wedding, a guest mistook me for her mother. Not her sister, her mother. The humiliation of that moment still burns deep. A well-meaning woman patted my shoulder warmly and whispered, "You must be so proud of your daughter's success." The embarrassment flashed across her face when Casey gently corrected, "Actually, this is my younger sister, Mary." That night, alone in the hotel bathroom, I silently sobbed for hours, covering my mouth to hide my shame from my husband. But this moment was just a
To hide your shame from your husband? People out here thinking it's embarrassing to cry in front of your spouse? That's not healthy. If you can't cry in front of your spouse, you must be incredibly lonely. Holy fuck.
tiny glimpse into a 3-year nightmare.
I know she's a fake person. I'm just saying this is probably reflective of the vibe of some people who really feel this way. I don't know. It's the Bitchute audience.
Wasn't just working out. I was punishing my body every morning at 5:30 a.m., knees screaming in pain, sometimes vomiting in the gym parking lot.
The AI vomit!
I didn't simply eat healthy. I obsessively weighed every bite until my hands shook from hunger. I hadn't tasted birthday cake at my children's parties for years. My young
ma'am, if you're going years, I don't think errant birthday cake was ever the issue.
Youngest child has
Black's dictionary request. What do you want me to look up in Black's Law Dictionary? Jay's a proxy. Salt or whatever's close to it? Okay.
Has never once seen me eat ice cream. But despite living like a nutrition-obsessed athlete, I gained 90 pounds after my second pregnancy at age 33.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit, man. You cannot count your calories accurately and gain 90 pounds. Like, that's just a fact. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Secret Eaters. People are terrible at tracking their own calories. So, again, I know this is a fake story, but it's meant to be relatable to the marks that this scam is for. You're just not measuring correctly, frankly, if that's happening.
It felt like my body had declared war on me. I endured brutal workouts that left me barely able to climb the stairs, only to watch helplessly as another pound appeared overnight. I drained our savings on meal services promising salvation. I swallowed so many supplements, my 6-year-old daughter asked if mommy was dying. The cruelest part? The harder I fought, the more my body resisted, piling on even more weight as if punishing me for daring to try.
As a
It's not how your body works.
metabolism specialist, I was clinically fascinated. But as Mary's sister, I was personally devastated. I watched her body resist every medical protocol I knew, including the exact regimen that helped a 62-year-old patient easily lose 54 pounds. Mary followed it flawlessly, and only to gain 6 pounds in a single week. Her voice hollow with defeat.
6 pounds in a week? Did you fucking eat everything in your house? All right, there was no salt in here. We'll do, salesman, see commercial traveler, dealer, drummer, hawker, peddler. That seems appropriate.
She whispered,
Maybe God wants some people to stay fat and miserable.
The breaking point came one Tuesday evening when Mary called in a full-blown panic, sobbing uncontrollably. She told me she was done, throwing away measuring cups, deleting apps, canceling gym memberships, because, as she said,
I'd rather
By the way, this bar does not move linearly. This made it seem like the video is way shorter than it is. Just a Peach with a tip says, also, she's already married as the younger sister. They are at her older sister's wedding in 3 years and a child. She gained over 90 pounds, apparently.
accept being disgusting than live one more day filled with failure.
After that call, her body went into metabolic freefall, gaining 22 pounds in just 28 days as if punishing her surrender.
By then, my husband's extra-large sweatpants barely fit. Even size 22 jeans hurt to wear. I'd covered every mirror in the house to avoid panic attacks triggered by my reflection. Socially, I'd shut down completely, skipping family events and my best friend's baby shower with lies to hide my shame. Depression pressed on my chest like a physical weight, making every breath exhausting. I was pre-diabetic, inflamed, and my skin aged dramatically in months. But the worst came one heartbreaking morning, when my husband's phone kept buzzing. I checked, assuming a family emergency, but instead found a conversation with his best friend.
I still love her, but I haven't been attracted to her in over a year.
So now they're creating a fake story where a woman who was overweight's husband says he's not attracted to her anymore. This is AI. It's all AI. So this is a fake story to make overweight women, in particular, feel self-conscious and afraid that their husband is going to leave them if they don't buy their scam. That's sick, man. That's sick. Peep Lord with 69 bits, nice, says, late comment, I actually feel very much at home in a lab environment. Some of my best duty stations had me in labs, so whenever I see lab pics, I get warm, fuzzy feelings. Also, my favorite Star Trek doctor is Phlox, so I don't know what that says about my morality, but I've sewed a lot of animals together. And Fennikagami says, so much is being explained to me right now. Here's a part of why right-wing wonks are so unhinged. These are the ads they're seeing. Plus, no wonder they come off so lazy and stupid. Look at this. Hey, do you want all your dreams with no sacrifice or consequences? Seriously, no wonder January 6th was the way it was.
he confessed painfully.
We're roommates raising our kids. I'm sleeping in the guest room twice a week to avoid the quiet nights.
I collapsed, clutching his phone. Broken. My weight was now
I mean, wouldn't she know that? She would know he's not sleeping in their marital bed. That wouldn't be a reveal to her.
Destroying my family. And then came the darkest thought I've ever experienced. I stood alone in the shower that night, crying silently so my family couldn't hear me. Pinching and pulling at the thick rolls of fat on my stomach and thighs, hating myself with an intensity I never imagined possible. I remember vividly thinking, what if I could just take a knife and cut all this fat off myself right now? It was terrifying, shameful, and
I've already seen that. That was in the ABCs of Death. I don't know if it was in the first one or the second one, but that was already a bit in the ABCs of Death. Pretty good segment.
Utterly humiliating. But that's exactly how desperate I'd become. I was so completely broken that physical pain seemed easier than living another day trapped in a body I didn't recognize.
When Mary sobbed these details, something shifted inside me forever. Labs confirmed her body was headed toward catastrophic illness. Then Mary whispered words that froze my—
Nothing more specific. Just the test came back and it said, catastrophic illness imminent.
blood. Casey, I've started thinking my life insurance would give them a better future. In that moment, I abandoned everything I'd learned about medicine to find an answer that would save my sister's life, because her life was at stake. Without even changing clothes, I drove straight to my office and locked myself inside for the next 72 hours. I canceled appointments, ignored calls, consumed by a single question. What crucial metabolic process had medicine completely—
I think that, and again, it can't just be that, like, scientists developed something because they were working on it and they worked in a lab and this is what the grant proposal was, you know, like life works. No, it's gotta be, my sister wanted to cut herself to death, so I came up with a way for her to lose weight. I think conservatives are obsessed with these, like, very personal narratives because they don't view life as, you know, societies, as groups of people, as ideas. They view it as individuals. So it has to be an individual narrative of, like, this one lady, she was so scared for her sister, she developed this life-changing weight loss method. It's an obsession with individuality. The light turned off. I'll be right back.
Overlooked. Then, at exactly 3:47 a.m. on the third sleepless night, I discovered Dr. Henrik Nilsson's revolutionary study from the University of Copenhagen's Metabolic Research Institute. And you might wonder, can this really be as easy as it sounds? I asked myself the exact same thing. His findings revealed something astonishingly simple, yet utterly transformative. And from those frantic, desperate hours emerged the pink salt solution I'll share with you today. The exact breakthrough that helped Mary lose 87 pounds in just under 6 months. But before I reveal this simple method, it's critical you understand what's truly happening inside your body. Everything you consume daily, fruits, vegetables, proteins, and carbohydrates, is converted into sugar inside your body. The hormone responsible for transporting this sugar to your cells is called insulin. Imagine insulin as an Uber driver. Its job is clear: pick up the passenger sugar and
imagine your insulin as an Uber driver.
Deliver it straight to the cells, where it will be converted into vital energy to keep every organ functioning perfectly, from your heart to your brain. But there's one crucial detail. Your body needs to produce the exact amount of insulin, because when there's too much insulin, the cells feel attacked by this persistent driver and end up closing their doors, blocking sugar entry. On the other hand, when there's too little insulin, sugar doesn't reach the cells. In both cases, the result is always the same. Sugar accumulates in the bloodstream and inevitably gets converted directly into stubborn fat stored in the most challenging areas, like the belly, back, arms, and thighs. This is why even with diets and exercise, losing weight feels impossible. At this point,
you looked up the doctor's name, Henry Nielsen. He's a real guy. He researches mushrooms. Funny.
Millions of women turn to the famous Ozempic and Mounjaro pens. These pens use a synthetic compound called semaglutide, specifically designed to mimic the natural effect of the intestinal hormone GLP-1, which regulates insulin and converts sugar into energy instead of fat. In short, if insulin is the driver, GLP-1 is the GPS, showing the exact route to your cells. Initially, these medications became hugely popular, earning pharmaceutical giants billions rapidly. But just a few months later, they started causing so many side effects that thousands of women quickly stopped using them.
Ozempic sales plummet nearly 40% after reports of severe side effects dominate headlines in the U.S. In just 6 months, the pharmaceutical company responsible lost over $11 billion in market value. Is this the end for the weight loss pens?
Facing this critical scenario, labs funded by Big Pharma launched.
Benigagami says these personal narratives are also always centered on family, too. None of these heroes are motivated by helping strangers. It's Ayn Rand shit. Great things that fix society can come about by following their own selfish desires. Good things never come from real altruism, yeah.
Launched an intense scientific race to understand why these synthetic drugs were failing so rapidly. Shortly afterward, the prestigious University of Cambridge in the United Kingdom came to a shocking conclusion. Over 432 patients who used the famous Ozempic and Mounjaro pens showed extremely low levels of the hormone GLP-1 after just a few weeks. Intrigued, scientists investigated further and discovered
the bar is going slower as it gets further. I
something
hate
alarming.
Them.
These people had
nightmare.
intestines infested with toxins found in the processed and pesticide-laden foods we consume daily. Because upon entering the body, these toxins stick to intestinal cells, forming a viscous barrier that drastically reduces natural GLP-1 production. To try to circumvent this problem, they launched an even more powerful version of these synthetic pens, Zepbound. Think of it as Ozempic and Mounjaro 2.0. That's because, in addition to mimicking GLP-1, Zepbound also mimics another hormone called GLI. When these two hormones act together, their effectiveness is amplified up to 7 times. Gly directly clears toxins,
Okay, I can't watch any more of this. I have no idea how much longer it's going. It has a bunch of fake reviews, though, too. I've been taking this for 16 consecutive days. I've lost 17 pounds and reduced my waist by 10 centimeters. I'm gonna keep taking it. This is wonderful. And they're all like this. You get it. Okay, so that's the first ad.
I'm making so much every week with this simple app that I'm able to cover alimony and still have enough left over for a few rounds of golf. To get
Well, that tells you something about the target demographic of Rumble, doesn't it? You have enough to pay for your alimony. You're on Rumble. You're a divorced man, right? H-Bird says it says centimeters instead of inches. They probably outsourced the fake reviews to India. Possibly.
wins like this, all you need is $27 and a smartphone. It's an automated AI trading system.
Oh, it's an automated AI training app. Oh, no, not just day trading, but using a fucking AI to day trade for you? Oh, that's levels of stupidity. Generty with 60 bits says, the Ozempic creators aren't losing money. In fact, other weight loss programs are losing money because of how well Ozempic is doing. Why am I surprised shitty AI fake is wrong? Yeah, they just make shit up.
By this guy, Scott Phillips. I saw his track record and it's pretty impressive. Last year, Scott turned 5K into over 1.3 million just with digital coins. And if you want to see how it works, there's a free video that's saved to the button below that explains everything you need to know to start using this AI system.
How many times do you hit snooze in the morning just to drag yourself to a 9 to 5 that you can't stand? Look, this is the opportunity you've been looking for. An AI trading bot. It takes all the uncertainty, all the risk, all the fear out of trading in the Digicoin market.
If anyone tries to tell you that their app or whatever takes the risk out of trading, run away from those people. Run as fast as you can. No one can remove risk from the market. That's the point. It's like a casino. Just a Peach with a $2 tip says, we were driving today and someone got frustrated with us for giving following distance. Funny part is we were on a bridge behind a wide that took up the whole road, so many people can't understand that little things help everyone, like following the flow of traffic. People are idiots. I hate to say that, but in my experience, people are dumb. Individuals can be quite intelligent. Most people are not that.
Simply gives you winning trade after winning trade, and this is how even complete newbies are beating seasoned traders. The secret sauce behind this AI is something called the law of momentum, which is a system used by the most advanced hedge funds on earth. But yet it's going absolutely nuts in the Digicoin market. It's printing profits hand over fist, no matter which direction the market goes. Up, down, sideways, doesn't matter. Relying on this AI is how green behind the ears newbies are raking in win after win, no matter which way the market goes. In fact, I've personally gone weeks without stressing about which way the market's going, because I know this AI trading system is going to position all my trades for me. If you want to try this AI for yourself, just click the link below. You'll be taken to a free presentation that explains how everything works, how you can get started. I'm not going to keep this link up forever though, so go ahead and tap the button below. Try this AI system yourself.
Okay, so let's take a look at their website. Oh, this also looks like a scam. I'm shocked. FinRev, extract generational wealth from 2025's digital coin gold rush as a complete beginner. This simple app has generated 10 million for our members by picking winning coins in the last 12 months. Oh, so it's not even just, it's not stock market. It's using an AI bot to trade shit coins. K. They're claiming it's normally $1,000, but today only today, I promise if you came to this website tomorrow or the next day, it wouldn't just say the exact same thing. That would be ridiculous. Definitely for real. This is the last day you can get it for $27 instead of $1,000. 100%. And you can trust them. Look at this white guy. Look at you think this gif of a man would tell you lies?
Sell it all. If you're holding any crypto right now, you should probably sell and get out while you still can. Look, I bought Bitcoin at $4, and even I've sold most of my Bitcoin, despite having massive conviction in blockchain technology. I'll tell you why I did this and why you should probably do the same. And if you're just getting started in crypto, good. I'm glad you're watching this first, because we're about to experience a massive upheaval that's going to wipe most people out, especially if you hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of the other major coins. Why? Well, this year's bull run is by and large caused by the buy-ins from massive institutions, the BlackRocks, the billion-dollar hedge funds, so on. This makes things very risky.
Shouldn't this not be on here? He's telling people how risky this is.
I made this presentation for you. I'm going to show you how to condense a lifetime of wealth building into a single year. Now, to do this, you just need a smartphone and around 5 to 10 minutes a day. Then the rest is hands off the wheel, full autopilot. You don't need any prior trading experience. It also works if you're completely new to crypto because it's fully on rails, so beginners can't really screw this up. A buddy of mine actually gave this system to his wife, who's never even opened a wallet before, and she was instantly profitable, making 8 out of 10 winning trades in her very first week. So there's no excuse why you can't do this.
Make any sense. If you had an infinite money device, why would you ever give it to anyone else? That doesn't make sense. FinRev is an automated AI trading software that finds winning coins in the digital asset markets. Our simple AI-based system predicts which coins are about to skyrocket without gambling or guessing. How? How would it not be gambling or guessing? It's still that. It's trained on proprietary AI algorithm called the law of momentum, which is the same system used by billion-dollar hedge funds. So what, you just find coins that are already going up and you go, let's buy those! No gambling or guessing. These simple alerts tell you exactly what to buy and when to sell, even if you've never traded before, even if you don't know anything technical, and it works if you're starting as little as $50. Yikes. I wonder what, like, I wonder if it's just a scam to get your money, or if it also is going to install, like, shit on your phone. Hidden mining app? That's what I'm wondering. Like, are they installing shit like that that's gonna use your phone or your computer to mine for them? Coordinating with each other to pump? Could. I guess he could.
At our training site near you, live instructor-led training. Experience hands-on live instructor-led training at an ONLC training site near you.
What's ONLC? I don't even know what that is.
Welcome to the future of press wires. EIN Press Wire. Everyone's internet news press wire. A leading wire.
That's actually funny. EIN Press Wire is the press release service that the scam MedBed company I'm doing the video about uses, and that probably came up because I have their website in my search history, because he was using them to do some press releases, and I was referencing some of them for the video. So that's a little funny.
I get asked all the time about how my mom recovered her memory. She just turned 82.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, ads that'll make health claims that you absolutely shouldn't be making. Oh, this is the same format of website. This is by the same scam people that were making the claims about the weight loss thing.
Almost no one knows this, but Alzheimer's and dementia have way less to do with age or genetics than we've been told for years. And
oh, fuck you. Taking advantage of people who are desperate to have their loved one back after they're suffering with, like, dementia or similar cognitive decline with old age, that's sick, man. That's sick. It's such a sad thing, and it's such a tragedy watching a loved one disappear into themselves like that. And then for you to come out here and try and use it to scam people, you're sick. People are fucking sick.
Here's the worst part. It doesn't matter how many meds you take, they only hide the symptoms while your brain keeps deteriorating from the inside out. Listen closely. It starts small, forgetting
may target people with dementia, yeah, if you're in a relatively early stage.
Names, appointments where you...
Oh, sorry, Janerdy, I must have missed your bets. Janerdy says, I'm gonna take a bet that any professional trader would smell the scam shit coming a mile off, hence his comment about not needing to be a professional. Oh yeah, for sure.
Left your wallet or glasses. Then comes the blank moments, mid-sentence, or that classic one, walking into a room and forgetting why. That's when your family starts watching, whispering behind your back, do you think he can still live alone? And before you realize it, they're making decisions for you.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely also targeting people who may be having signs of cognitive decline, and they're worried about what that means for their autonomy, for their future.
Moving you into a care home, even if you still feel like everything's fine. Thankfully, there's a real way to turn this around. After years of brain research, an award-winning neuroscientist found something no one else had noticed. Memory loss in his patients almost always started in the same place. From that discovery, he created a powerful at-home remedy. Using a fast, simple, and affordable...
Of course, it's another at-home, probably natural remedy.
Secret ingredient, something anyone can do tonight. This little-known formula helps bring memory back, clear the mind, and sharpen your thinking.
This is so wrong. Oh yeah, I actively think the people behind this should be in prison. Like, this raises to the level of, like, fraud and trying to scam people with medical conditions. The people behind this should be in fucking prison. Like, I just can't equivocate on this. I find it to be so disgusting.
Thinking, all without meds or risky procedures. And here's what's truly incredible,
Welcome to the comedy show. Isn't it so funny talking about terrible scam artists? Hydrate.
People in their 80s who had been struggling with mental fog for years started remembering names, dates, and old stories again within just a few days. So stop whatever you're doing right now and tap the Watch Now button. You'll see a free video showing you how to use this simple ritual to flush brain toxins.
Simple ritual?
Restore memory and think clearly again. No doctor visits, no expensive pills, just a natural fix you can try at home. Thousands of people are already using this brain cleansing remedy, and the stories are amazing. People who used to freeze up mid-sentence, now remembering dates, names, appointments, even childhood stories with perfect clarity. Now picture this, waking up with a clear mind. No more forgetting names or what you were about to say. No more stalling in conversations with people you love. And best of all, being independent again, making your own decisions, living life at your own pace, your way. So tap the Watch Now button and learn how to apply this simple brain ritual starting tonight to restore your memory, clear your mind, and finally get your life back.
Oh, and another timer, just like the previous one.
I literally burned all my old shoes.
We'll get to that one in a sec.
Have you ever noticed how some people in their 70s and 80s can remember every detail of a conversation from last week, while others in their 40s struggle to remember what they had for breakfast? It's strange, isn't it? Most doctors will tell you it's genetics or normal aging. And that's exactly what I thought too. Until researchers at Stanford University discovered something high.
Stanford again. The other one was also Stanford. Or Stanpord. Mr. Duck Sauce, thanks for a 10-stream streak, says, is lava discharged from an Earth's crusty? I hated saying that, so thanks for that.
In our brains that changes everything we thought we knew about memory loss. If you've ever experienced that gut-wrenching feeling, that moment when precious memories slip through your fingers like sand, you're not alone.
Oh, even the comments are from, like, this person, Samantha Anderson, fake person, obviously. I think that's the same comment from the same name and fake picture from the other thing, and so is this Melissa Riviera. They're reusing the same fake people for their fake comments. What the fuck?
I used to think these moments were just senior moments. We all do, right? After all, isn't forgetfulness just part of getting older, like gray hair or reading glasses? That's what I believed, until a groundbreaking study from Stanford researchers revealed something that changed everything we thought we knew about memory loss. Looking at brain scans of people experiencing these senior moments, they discovered something terrifying. Invisible predators literally eating away at our brain cells, neurons.
Oh my god, are they gonna claim they're the secret brain parasites and that's what's causing dementia or Alzheimer's?
By neuron. These brain-eating toxins silently infiltrate.
Oh, they're gonna do the toxin thing and be like, we're gonna detox your neurons.
Your neural pathways, destroying vital connections in your mind. And they're getting stronger every day. It starts with these little things. Forgetting where you parked at the mall. Drawing a blank when introducing an old friend. Standing in the grocery store. Staring at your shopping list. But nothing.
Lennon Cat says, well, they can't say Yale or Harvard Medical since those are verboten wokeness institutions. They did briefly mention them in the previous video.
Makes sense. But here's the truly frightening part. Every time you drink from your tap, eat your favorite comfort foods, or even brush your teeth, you're unknowingly feeding these predators, making them multiply faster.
Yeah, they're doing all the scare tactics about, like, oh, your tap water, the fluoride in your fucking toothpaste, the stuff in fast food. They're hitting all the crunchy scare factor points.
Left unchecked, these toxins will continue their silent destruction until one day, you might struggle to remember your own grandchildren's names at Christmas dinner. But just when all hope seemed lost, nature provided an unexpected answer. While studying memory patterns in different species, researchers stumbled upon something fascinating about elephants that would lead to what we now call the elephant memory hack.
This is 100% because of that fucking thing that people say about elephants not forgetting anything. Oh my god.
A bizarre secret behind the diet of elephants that eliminates the real culprit behind memory loss and cognitive decline, making them the only living creatures whose brain cells actually grow stronger with age. Think about it. Ever wonder why they say an elephant never forgets?
I don't know, people say a lot of things. I don't know that to be true just because people say it. People say a lot of stupid bullshit. It doesn't mean it's true.
There's a remarkable scientific reason behind that old saying.
As we all know, all old-timey sayings are accurate and have very real scientific reasons.
When you start using this strange but powerful hack, something extraordinary happens. Within days, your mind begins to clear, like the morning fog lifting over your backyard. Words come easier. Names and faces connect instantly. And those precious family memories, from your first dance at your wedding to your children's first steps, they come flooding back with crystal clarity. I know this sounds almost impossible, but this same hack saved my father's life after a terrifying incident where he nearly killed me with a gun.
Again, we're going to a personal story. Same theme, just different variations on a theme. I had a personal incident with a family member, so I created an incredible, groundbreaking thing.
Because he couldn't recognize his own son. Today, he's here with me to share our story, because I don't want you or your family to go through what we did. In this presentation,
I would assume that Rumble audiences can find it relatable to have incredibly angry, abusive, violent parents that point guns at them, so that's probably relatable.
I'll also share the shocking 5-question quiz that proves this silent brain-eating toxins are secretly devouring your memory, and how to stop them before it's too late. I'll reveal why your brain-boosting supplements like fish oil, omega-3, and nootropics don't work, and why Alzheimer's research and therapy found that 98% of memory loss drugs fail in clinical trials. And I'll reveal how you can use the weird elephant memory recipe backed by cutting-edge neuroscience from a prestigious medical school to regain a sharper brain than people half your age. But I need to warn you, that's what you'll find in this video. But before I go further, I need to warn you. This new solution for memory loss is already being used by some elite doctors in the US. But big pharmaceutical companies are doing everything they can to prevent most doctors from prescribing this natural solution.
Again, there's that persecution of like, no, it's secretly, they want to do it, but big pharma doesn't want you to. Crazy. These people live in a constant, like, persecution complex. It's fucking crazy. Green guy with a $3 tip says, they've proved brain decline happens because guess what? People stopped using them. They stopped learning new things, new languages, and making new connections with new friends. If your life becomes stagnant, you do too. That explains my cognitive decline. H. Baird with 40 bits says, 5-question quiz. The answers are person, woman, man, camera, TV. I don't get it.
Solution. That's because it's not a drug loaded with chemicals, which means big pharma can't patent it or profit from it. And that's why, as this video goes viral, it's threatening to cost the pharmaceutical industry billions of dollars in lost revenue. At the same time, this solution can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each month in medical costs.
Benikagami says, examinations of dementia patients' brains suggest one of the main causes of dementia may be micro unnoticeable strokes, and Alzheimer's is caused by plaque on the neurons. There's no going back once the process starts because you can't regenerate brain cells. You can reduce symptoms by controlling comorbidities, but that's it. I'm having to face this reality as my grandmother is degrading to the point where she's hallucinating her husband who died on 9/11/2001. That's very sad. I'm sorry that you're having to go through that, and so is she.
That's why these pharmaceutical...
I get the Trump thing. I get that now. Okay.
Companies would love nothing more than to see this presentation taken down quickly. So, if you want to end those moments of forgetfulness and make sure you never lose your independence, watch this presentation now while you still can. Hi, my name is Mark Harrison. We all know that moment when we see someone struggling with
why are you introducing yourself? All right, probably a good time to go on to the other ad about him burning his shoes or whatever.
Not out of drama, out of frustration. I suffered from years of foot pain, sore knees, aching back, and not a single pair made it better. I tried everything. Expensive insoles, clunky orthotics, overpriced sneakers. Nothing helped. Then I found grounded footwear. And everything changed. From day one, I felt the difference. My toes could finally spread thanks to the wide toe box. My arches were supported. Every step felt soft, like walking on clouds.
Those are toe shoes. There's little toe things in them, it looks like. Okay, maybe not. The bottom just looks like it. The bottom has little toe things for some reason.
And the pain, it vanished. I could walk for hours, stand all day, even sleep better. It felt like my whole body realigned. The grip is no joke. Rain, gravel, even slick floors, these non-slip soles hold firm. I feel safer, more confident on my feet. If you're tired of living with pain, tired of pretending your shoes are good enough, try these. They fixed what years...
I'm tired of pretending my shoes are good enough! Is this a problem people have?
...of specialists couldn't. They're offering 60% off right now, but they sell out fast. Last time they ran this promo, it sold out in under 3 hours. So don't wait.
Clock.
Click the link, get your pair, and maybe burn your old ones too.
Jesus. All right, let's take a look at these goddamn shoes. 30-day money-back guarantee. Find relief. Non-slip barefoot shoes. Ease pressure. Feet. Joints. Orthopedic approved design. Pressure relief for feet and joints. Wide toe box for natural toe placement. Maybe my toes deserve to be bound. Have you considered? Enhanced stability to prevent falls and twists. All-day comfort and slip-resistant traction. Then we have fake reviews. Amazing! I've been wearing grounded barefoot shoes for 4 weeks now, and they feel amazing. My feet feel great. At minimum, they probably actually send you shoes. I imagine they're really cheaply made shoes. American owned. Oh, see, it says American owned, but they're not American produced. For a second, I was about to say, oh, maybe they're made in America. Nope. American owned, which means that they're probably drop shipping cheap-ass shoes from Vietnam. least it's not a medical scam. My bar is real low now. My bar is on the fucking ground near the shoes. Alright, let's see what's next.
All right, talk.
No, give me more ads. Don't have me skip ads now just because I've been getting them. I want the ads.
Welcome to the future of press wires. EIN Press Wire. Everyone's internet news press wire. A leading wire service for news creators.
2 press wire ads in a row? Alright, let's go to Bitchute. Let's see what Bitchute's got.
Breaking news from RSBN. All Family Pharmacy has a great new deal now through July 13th.
Yeah, this All Family Pharmacy gets ads a lot, and if you click on the ad, the first thing it advertises to you is ivermectin. Get ivermectin and other essential medications, implying that ivermectin is an essential medication for anyone that isn't infested with parasites actively. So that's good.
One, get one free. That means ivermectin, mebendazole, hydrochloroquine, all doubling the amount you order. So if you get 30 capsules, it's then 60. Act now, protect your health. Let's make America healthy again. Allfamilypharmacy.com. Buy one, get one free. Now through July 13th.
Lovely. Just beautiful. Thank you. Very legitimate.
Listen, if you've been wanting to get your hands on...
Oh, the child trafficker is in an ad.
Breaking news from RSBN.
It dropped the ad, you monsters. I wanted to see the underage trafficker in an ad.
Go find me. Go find me.
Meds shouldn't be buy one, get one. Meds should be you get it, because you need it to live.
So the
hot take. Stop not giving me ads, you fucks! I'm gonna have to erase my cookies now.
Welcome to the future of press
wires.
Yeah. EIN Press Wire.
There we go.
Middlemont College's online programs, you can learn here, or even here. Their flexibility gives you access
for-profit
to
college.
No
That's a
matter
pretty
where
old
here is
scam.
For you. Our experienced instructors provide training for careers in business and healthcare. You can even earn your bachelor's degree in 33 months.
I'm peeking the mic when I get excited. I'm sorry. H-Baird says, I have a modest proposal. These people get to sell the miracle drug placebo and nothing else, and we agree not to tell conservatives what those are.
Welcome to the future
I'm gonna
of press
ban
wires.
this EIN Press Wire
Press
ad.
Wire.
Oh my god,
to the future
twice in a row, too. It's like they know it's like they know I'm trying to make fun of them. They're like, here's another Press Wire ad, you fucking bitch. There we go. That's gun stuff. You can enter to win now. Stuff. What are you gonna win? Gun, I guess? Look at how tactical they are. They're so cool, tactically. Secret giveaway, free entry, link in the description. Enter to win USCCA's $1,200 firearm giveaway. 6 chances to win a gun of your choice, and you just gotta enter your email. Definitely gonna sell that information and put you on their fucking mailing list. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association is America's fastest-growing gun community, with over 700,000 members across the country. We believe in providing responsible protectors with... responsible protectors! Referring to gun owners as protectors. I wanna die. 5 stars. I love winning stuff. You're always doing giveaways, and I love winning stuff, and especially winning guns. Trey says USCC is dog shit, and Trey's a gun guy, so he would know. You bastards. Do I need to, like, empty my, erase my cookies so they don't think I've been served too many ads? They probably think I'm straight scamming and trying to get a bunch of random ad clicks. I'm not. I want to see your terrible ads because they're funny. I don't want a Rumble account, you fucks.
Some are served.
Private viewing window? You're a genius! You're a genius. Hold on, I just have to go to Rumble in a new incognito tab, and then I need to share with you said incognito tab. Genius. No, see, it's still doing it. Is it based on IP address, or is it because I'm clicking on live stuff? Premium only content. Go fuck yourself, Rumble.
The Gemini Crypto Rewards Credit Card.
Oh. Crypto credit card. That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a really bad idea.
Earn crypto, not points. Earn Bitcoin or over 50 cryptos on every purchase. Earn up to 4% back. The Gemini app is
up to 4%
for you. Install Gemini now and start
0% is included in up to 4%.
Earning today.
Just putting it out there.
The Gemini Crypto Rewards Credit Card.
Oh, the ad's so nice they played it twice. Definitely worth it.
The Gemini Crypto Rewards Credit Card. Earn crypto, not points. Earn Bitcoin or...
That's the loudest sound in the universe. I don't know if you know that. That's the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life.
The Gemini Crypto Rewards Credit Card. Earn crypto.
If I was really watching these videos and I kept getting this ad, I'd be pissed off.
Not points. Earn Bitcoin or over 50 cryptos on every...
Well, I guess it's similar. Okay, let's try Bitchute again, I guess. I don't know. Give me a second. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I'm doing really good. There we go. I will click on videos until you give me ads, Bitchute. I'm absolutely not relenting. Period. These bastards. What do they think? I have Bitchute Premium? These fucks? What if I try and skip through it? Will give me an ad then.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Roger Stone. Classy guy. He has a big tattoo of Richard Nixon on him.
On their bed, so he brings his bed in from the other room, jumps on the bed, and puts his bed on their bed. It's eventually can get it, right? It's heavy. He got it in his mouth, it's heavy. And then finally, okay, I'm comfortable. That's it. Okay.
Talking about a dog, apparently.
Catholic worldview.
Boo, Candace Owens! Okay, let's do incognito again, because they're dependent, or they're determined to not give me an ad right now. Oops, wrong one. There we go. This is a scam game? Sorry, it's a little loud. Let me turn that down for you guys. Oh no, that's an actual game. Look at that. I think that's one of the first legitimate ads I've seen. Am I ever going to cover Candace Owens for Tinfoil? She did a documentary on how Epstein is innocent. At some point, I know she said some weird stuff about NASA as well. I don't know. Probably at some point.
Hi, today I've got a really cool progression of visual fields to share with you on a...
These rude fucks. The one time you want ads.
You're tuning into...
She's a flat earther? Is she really, or is she scamming? Genuinely.
To him than religion did to him.
Genuinely, I cannot figure out why they're not serving the ads anymore. They must have a hard limit, like based on an IP address or something that's like, you only get X amount per hour.
We
oh no,
are
here's
Gemini,
another bit. Here's
America's
the fucking
crypto
Bitcoin
exchange.
credit card again.
We make buying, selling, and storing crypto easy. Be in control of your money with no delays and fast trading and withdrawals. The safest place for your crypto. Over 70 types of cryptocurrencies all in one place. No need to try to time the market. Set automated recurring buys and go on with your day.
Apparently Gemini has bought out all of the ads for today. That's hilarious. Why is everyone live, by the way? Why is everything on Rumble a fucking live show now? Very weird. I don't get it. Oh, it's like are they trying to be a live stream like thing first or something? Seems very odd.
A scruffy puppy stubbornly refused to move from the bustling train tracks of a busy station.
Oh, this is made up. This is a made-up story, you can tell immediately.
Tail wagged amidst...
Jitara says, speaking of scams and ads, in my job search I had another run-in with a scammer. This time it was a company that on the surface seemed legit, but if you do any minor research on them, it turns out it's just an MLM. And the company actually belonged to someone trying to get people under her, and her company was under a larger MLM company. The job search is turning into a minefield of trying not to get scammed while trying to get a job to survive. I'm sorry. Life is genuinely a nightmare, and I don't know how anyone bears it for any significant amount of time. I don't know how I made it over 30. It's just a nightmare every day. Can I just search ads? That would be nice if I could just search ads. How to block ads on free sports streaming sites. Kind of feels illegal that you're watching them on... whatever. I'm not the MLB, I don't care, I guess. What's the other one? I know there's another... Brighton? Brighton, I think, is a... video streaming. I'm wrong with the name.
You know, that
we might have to end early. They literally are refusing to serve me ads.
Bro, like
even in my fucking incognito tabs. What do I do with that? Need to start screen recording all the ads I get other times so I can use them for streams. We watch this lady make a loaf of gluten-free bread, and she's probably a fascist because she's on Rumble. Does that content?
It's flat, and I put the good weather is coming, could be 37.
We could watch Russell Brand and get mad. I don't have a VPN. I'm not gonna download one on stream.
Russell Brand.
Russell. Oh, is this his vibe now? I haven't seen a bunch of Russell Brand since he turned right-wing to avoid the allegations.
Conspiracy theorist.
Trying to bring real journalism to the American people. Hello there, you awakening wonders. Thanks for joining me today
he
for
doesn't
Stay
have a
Free with
shirt
Russell Brand. I
on.
have to have a nurse at all times now. I am not a well man. Thank you, Nurse Nikki. Nurse, the screens for the first 15 minutes will be available on X and YouTube. But ultimately, we want you to join us on Rumble and Rumble Premium for, frankly, an unbelievable conversation with my beloved friend, Bas Rutten. Bas Rutten, as you know, is a great mix.
Brayline says you probably hit the limit on malicious software on your computer.
Martial artist,
apparently.
entrepreneur, and actor. He was the first ever.
I am so tired of MMA having political influence and, like, gym bro douchebags, like, having a place in the public, like, discourse. Very tired. Very, very tired. Of everything, all the time.
Know him, it cannot be changed off.
But a reliable guy.
Well, I spelled that very wrong. Oh, this looks like someone made it using, Windows Movie Maker. That's probably not good. Did Peter make this video? Oh, yikes. Jesus Christ. Oh no, Cure the Causes cookbook. That seems like bullshit too.
In our travel, we have personally done different...
Medical disclaimer. The information provided is for educational purposes and is not intended as medical advice or substitute for the medical advice of a physician or other qualified healthcare professionals. You should not use this information for diagnosing a health or fitness problem or disease. You should always consult with a doctor. I just feel like we live in a weird place in society where we're like, I think we need to pick one direction or another. Are people allowed to scam or not? I would hope not. But, like, genuinely, I really just need us to pick a side on this. Are we making people put in these stupid disclaimers that do nothing to stop crazy people and stupid people from falling for this stuff? Like, you know what I mean? It feels like we're lying to ourselves at this point by pretending shit like this matters. It just...
different things, and as a business done things for Turkey. So any of you guys that want to know, have we? Yes, we actually do a lot for
There's
a lot
a gun
of foundations
ad
throughout the world.
So that's
when
pretty
there's
good.
a disaster, we try to either personally step in.
Right, because a lot of people are making sure
Oh!
that they detoxify their
It's
their water.
blocked!
And
that seems a little sus, but whatever. Reach millions of users with video and display advertising. Boost your reach today with video ads, display ads, and oh, it just says expertise. That didn't follow. Wonder how much they charge for their advertising. The book is uploading now. Thanks, Alphaman.
Running Google Ads.
Let's check back in on the other tab and see if they'll give me ads yet. Hell yeah! Yeah, we got an ad. We did it. There we go. What does this say? Women everywhere are talking about ADI. ADI.com. Let's look at their thing. Say hello to the little pink pill. Warning, hypotension and syncope in certain settings. See full prescribing information for complete boxed warning. The use of ADI and alcohol together close in time increases the risk of severe hypertension and syncope. Counsel patients to wait at least 2 hours after consuming 1 or 2 standard alcoholic drinks before taking ADI at bedtime, or skipping their ADI doses if they have consumed 3 or more standard alcoholic drinks that evening. Severe hypotension and syncope can occur when ADI is used with moderate or strong CYP3A4 inhibitors or in patients with hepatic impairment. Therefore, hepatic impairment, by the way. Therefore, ADI uses these settings. Use in these settings is contraindicated. We did it. I said words. Fenekagami says, this reminded me of Shang Tsung's ending in Mortal Kombat 11. He turned the whole multiverse into a place that preyed on the weak, where the cunning were on the top, and where goodness was put in its proper place. I hate that it feels like we live there. I just wish they would stop being cowards about it. And to quote Shang Tsung, have a nice day. What's it supposed to do? I don't know. I'm curious. It just says, ask a doctor about it. It's an actual medication, at least, so it maybe does something. Oh! Well, there it is. Okay. ADI is the only FDA-approved pill proven to increase a woman's sex drive. Might I introduce you to progesterone? Okay, so lady boner pills. All right, that's fine. 100% hormone-free pill for hypoactive sexual desire disorder, proven to help certain premenopausal women have more interest in sex, have more satisfying sex, lower the stress from low libido. You know how stressed you are that you're not horny enough? There you go. I at least hope that's, I mean, it's FDA approved. Is that off-label usage, or is that its primary usage? If so, alright. At least that's a real thing, seemingly. So that's good. Come again? They will after they take the pill. Oh, and wow, did you know about EIN Presswire? I haven't heard about them 50 fucking times.
He's back. Okay, so maybe I guess the UFO will start giving me.
Oh wow, have you guys heard about EIN Presswire? I've not heard about it yet. It's crazy.
Everyone's internet news Presswire.
Oh, here's a new one, Liquid IV. Oh, is this gonna be the fucking, the CO2 water or whatever it is? Oh, no, it's like a water additive?
Yeah.
That's just a normal product. Liquid IV, 20% off your first order. Oh, the site looks scammy, though. Save 30% when you subscribe. VIP access and perks, samples of new flavors, skip, delay, or cancel anytime. Why would I want to? It's a subscription service. Okay. You could just buy these at the store. You can buy fucking additives for your bottled water. Oh, they have a popsicle one. Like, it's not a scam to sell people electrolytes to put in their water. I would argue it's pretty weird to have it as a subscription service. But in fairness, I find all the, like, obsession with companies turning everything into a subscription service to be incredibly gross and scammy in the first place, so whatever. One second. I'm going to switch screens, and I'm going to clear my cookies and see if that helps with ads. Do 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 do. Where do I go to delete my cookies? Cookies. 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 Let's see. There we go. Cookies. All right. Deleting the cookies. Let's see if that helps. Do 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 do. Damn, it still doesn't work. It's gotta be IP based. Apparently I need to get a VPN specifically to watch ads on Bitchute regularly. That's
if you're not in it, you don't actually get it. When I talked about that mountaintop thing, you don't know what it's like to be considered invisible and useless to both men and women. You don't get it.
Damn. See, she's like, I don't care. Because women will always be useful to some degree. Because you're a hole. Someone will do it.
All right. That's something.
We're not employees of the United States. We're employees of Tarrant County.
So this is the scariest video I've ever done.
Top wealth management firm. Have more questions? A retirement matching tool. Please don't use the retirement tools suggested to you on Bitchute. That's a bad call. Sheesh. Oh, we didn't look at the all-family pharmacy thing. New product available. Methylene Blue. Methylene Blue boosts cellular energy by supporting mitochondria, helping your body add brain function at their best. A lot of health products that are kind of scammy will use mitochondria because it's the one thing everyone remembers in terms of, like, your cells' organelles. Like, people don't remember all the other organelles, but they remember the mitochondria. You don't hear people talking about the fucking endoplasmic reticulum. Although they should. Worth talking about. Anyway, helping your body and brain function at their best, our prescription-grade formula is doctor-prescribed based on your weight in a high-dose, easy-to-take capsule form. Supports mental clarity and focus, researched for anti-cancer potential, protects the brain from oxidative stress. Order now. You know, I'd rather talk to a doctor and hear what they have to say instead of trying to decide what I should be prescribed, because I'm not a doctor. Also, this is hilarious. Not sure how much to order? Enter your weight to get recommendations. So let's say someone weighed 150 pounds. Dose calculator, and it literally tells you how much fucking ivermectin you should take and shit. Literally, COVID-19 treatment dose for ivermectin says to take 24 milligrams. COVID-19 prevention dose tells you to take 18 milligrams, almost the same exact amount that they're saying for the treatment dose. Then they also have parasite cleanse telling you to take 18 milligrams of ivermectin. And cancer treatment, they're telling people to take ivermectin for cancer, which it is not approved for, 18 milligrams. These fucking people are monsters. Methylene blue also turns your urine blue. I learned that from an episode of MASH. Nice. And you can have them emailed to you or printed. I don't know why you would have both buttons. Feels a little weird. Feel like I could just copy paste them or screenshot it, but whatever. His website's for boomers. Ivermectin compound capsules. Enter the quantity below. 5 capsules minimum. And then look, it's just a little candy store where you can pick how much of each little fucking ivermectin pill you want. And their other scam bullshit. And it's just like telling you, oh, you can get 60 capsules of ivermectin for $430 from them. Good God. The methylene blue, 30 capsules for $52. Oh, you get an ultimate treatment package. A 15-day treatment's $300. Ultimate prevention package, 6-month prevention, almost $600. Let's see what else. Ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, methylprednisolone, definitely pronounced that wrong, prednisone, Tamiflu. Oh, isn't that, is that not a precursor to methamphetamine? No, it's gotta be one that doesn't have the methyl whatever in it, right? It's gotta not. They're not selling people that on the internet. I gotta imagine. That's a controlled substance. They're claiming to sell you amoxicillin. Oh, boy. So that's great. You can put all your patient information here. Oh, they have a blog. Three ways to manage COVID symptoms at home. I guarantee it says ivermectin, doesn't it? Yep, it has a whole section about ivermectin. Holy shit. Wow. People are dumb. Let's see, this ad says, overworked liver. Most people notice this too late. 4 warning signs. I'll click on it. 4 warning signs of damaged liver. Number 2 is scary.
Do you struggle with belly fat and nothing works to keep it off? Then I've got news for you, because no matter how many times you've heard you need to eat less and exercise more, diet and exercise won't work well if you have this problem. This
King
problem is a
Les 81, thanks for following.
growing silent epidemic. Over 1 million Americans have it. I'm talking about an overworked liver. If you have an overworked liver, you'll pile on pounds of belly fat no matter what you do. That's because your liver is your body fat's burning furnace. It's essential for fat metabolism. If your liver is overworked, even if you can count every calorie, work out regularly, every effort won't work. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. That's because there's a new solution that directly targets your liver's ability to burn fat.
I say this as someone who binge eats and has like my own unhealthy relationship with food. I have kind of an eating disorder where I'll binge eat, thus why I'm overweight. I will say this, Americans will do anything except just eat less food. Fucking crazy. We are truly ill.
Weird detox secret ancient healers used to restore liver health 2,500 years ago. And now modern science confirms how it can work to reignite your liver's metabolic furnace, so it could burn fat 24/7. This secret takes just 30 seconds in the morning, and it could fire up even the slowest metabolism. I'm going to share everything you need to know about this secret right now. I'm also going to share with you one of the biggest reasons why you could have an overworked liver. It's a nasty little additive found in thousands of foods. In fact, it was probably hidden in something you ate today. And
oh my god, are they going to do the MSG thing?
Because your liver is involved in more than 500 essential body functions that keep you healthy, this additive's effect on your liver is not only making you gain weight, it could also be making you feel tired, foggy-headed, and old. That's why this weird detox secret could make you feel healthier, more energetic, and even younger than you have in years. Hello, my name is Dr. Andrew Freeman. I'm a board-certified cardiologist with a practice in Denver, Colorado. In my practice, I blend my background in traditional medicine with a holistic approach. I've helped many of my patients restore their liver health, and it's truly life-changing, especially when it comes to belly fat. And here's why. Every single thing you eat or drink is handled by your liver. And when your liver is lean and healthy, it metabolizes fat by producing bile. And bile breaks down the fat you eat and helps it get burned off for energy. That means that when your liver is in top condition, the food you eat will be quickly burned off. Just like when you were a teenager and you could eat anything and stay slim. But the
That's because you were growing at a rapid pace. You were growing rapidly. Your body was using lots of energy to develop secondary sexual characteristics, whether you like it or not.
You've got an overworked liver. You can't burn anything off. In fact, one of the telltale symptoms of an overworked liver is a big belly. And that's just the start. Because if you notice your digestion isn't working right, if you have headaches, if you have blood sugar concerns, or any one of the million other little mystery symptoms, then these symptoms could be red flags warning you that you need to start supporting your liver now. That's why in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you one of the most powerful, science-backed ways to keep your liver healthy and reignite your natural fat burning. But first,
you notice that they try to use science rhetorically when it's something they agree with, but will absolutely shit-talk science when it's something they don't agree with?
How did you end up with an overworked liver? Well, there has never been a time in history that has pushed our livers
If you have, insert normal aging symptoms. Yeah, I'm not getting to show you as many as I wanted to today, unfortunately. But yeah, a lot of the ads on Bitchute and Rumble have the theme of, are you getting older? No, you're not. It's some random other thing. We'll cure it for you. Like, it's a complete denial of the reality of aging and degradation and death. Like, it really seems like a lot of the people are in denial about, you know, the reality of the mortality of every human being.
To the limit like today. As you may know, our livers are under attack from thousands of toxic man-made chemicals. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency has more than 85,000 chemicals listed on its inventory of substances that fall under the Toxic Substances Control Act. So every day we breathe in toxins from air pollution. We eat toxins like pesticides, herbicides, and other chemicals in our foods.
Yeah, look at that burger. That burger had so many chemicals, it'll kill you with chemicals.
We even put toxins on our skin with
thank you for gifting 20 tier 1 subs. Appreciate it.
Chemical-laden things like sunscreen, bug spray, and shaving cream. But that's not all that's hurting your liver, not by a long
that's 2 days in a row you did 22. That's incredible. Thank you, Nemesaur.
Shot. And I'm not talking about alcohol. Of course, alcohol damages your liver, and anyone who wants to take good care of their liver should limit their alcohol intake. But even if you don't drink a drop of alcohol, there's an invisible liver killer that could be severely damaging your liver right now. Sugar. Believe it or not, refined sugar and high fructose corn syrup are both shown to be as damaging to your liver as booze. And sugar can cause problems with your liver even if you're not overweight. Worse, sugar and high fructose corn syrup are hidden in most of the food in your grocery store, your favorite restaurant, and your local deli. A lot of the time you can't even taste it. And sugar and all of these toxins are...
And James says just limit alcohol. They know their audience. You can't tell a lot of people in America to not drink, especially in the Midwest. Like, I don't know if people understand this from other places in the country or other places in the world. The amount of functional alcoholics in the Midwest is staggering. Like, there are so many people in the Midwest who just drink every single day. Multiple beers, multiple shots a day, every day. And it's just treated like normal. It's fucked up.
Are attacking your liver. So all you need is a detox to your liver, right? Wrong. Detox alone isn't enough to recharge your liver's health to full power. That's because there's more going on with your liver than just a pileup of toxins in your body. I call them the 4 pillars of liver health. Of course, detox is one of these pillars of liver health. But the other 3 are just as important. They include pillar number 2, age-related inflammation. Pillar number 3, problems with your digestive system. And pillar number 4, a lack of bile production. So let me elaborate. Pillar number 2, age-related inflammation, weakens your liver. It also can damage your liver function over time. Pillar
All right, I'm moving on. He's being boring in terms of being a scammer, to be honest, which is hard to do because a lot of the Bitchute scammers are pretty good in terms of being fucking crazy. Oh no, what's this one? Healthy slimming, optimal fit, life-changing. The University of Harvard medical student discovers one secret mineral that melts away excess abdominal fat. Judging panel invests $50 million to one secret mineral weight loss gummies. So this is an ad that's trying to look like an article. I don't know how people fall for these, but some people do. Fennikagami says, to be fair to Americans, our food is designed to be addictive through added sugar. But here's another thing I've noticed. These ads are also training people to not see these problems as societal that need to be fixed. No, just use this one weird trick and it doesn't matter that our society is trying to kill you. You'll get a healing factor that'll fix all your problems, so consume. Jitara says, don't let us Midwesterners get started about how much people will drink while at the lake. 10 beers a day can easily become 20 when a Midwesterner rationalizes the extra beers as why not? We're at the lake. Yeah, it's crazy. Dillis Filler says, the 4 pillars of liver is counterfeit 5 pillars of Islam. The technical term is advertorial. Okay. Have you ever thought why the celebrities could lose weight so quickly and easily? Again, they have private chefs and private personal, like, trainers that the studio pays for from the movies. Also, they might have a GLP-1 these days. That's Emily Senstrom, a top medical student at Harvard University. Within 28 days, she was able to melt away 52 pounds. Wow, that's even crazier than the claims the other person made. 52 pounds in 28 days. That would kill you, by the way. No diet or exercise needed. I'm gonna need a source on that. Her medical specialty is nutrition, and in her experiments for her senior thesis, she stumbled upon a new fat-blocking code no one has heard of before. To make sure it wasn't a fluke, she had her Aunt Alyssa try it out. And then here's 2 pictures that they stole from someone else's Facebook or something of someone who lost weight. Alyssa lost 39 pounds within a month. Emily's neighbor Casey from her hometown tried this new fat-blocking code too. Again, someone else's before and after pictures that they stole. Green Guy says, I'm not trying to kill you, trust me. I didn't think you were until you said that. Fun fact. Casey dropped 75 pounds in 2 months, and one participant in her thesis study, Jason, saw outstanding results. Jason lost over 130 pounds in under 3 months! This man did not lose 130 pounds between these 2 photos. That doesn't even track visibly. At most, this guy lost like 50 or 60 pounds, which, like, is still a lot. Whoever this guy is, good for him. Clearly worked out for him. But that's not 130 pounds. Dillis Filler says it's vital that we know her friend is from her hometown. Clearly. Lennon Cat says, to make sure it wasn't a fluke, this scientifically trained person did not perform an actual study and just tried it to random people she knew. You can't use science with these people. It's gotta be personal anecdote. They do not trust science. They trust, my friend said, my friend did, I know a guy that did this. Their brains are broken. Even Emily's The University of Harvard... That's not grammatically right. Even Emily's The University of Harvard professors and their colleagues were stunned. You can tell because of this stock photo of an empty assembly hall. Despite their skepticism, she defended her thesis on stage and claimed, I can get anyone to see similar results. If you're struggling with your weight, you can lose 52 pounds in 28 days without dieting or exercise, thanks to this one secret mineral. As someone who's been to a thesis defense, it does not sound like an advertisement. You cannot use your thesis as an advertisement. Also funny that they're picturing it in this big hall. Like, when I went to Baja's thesis defense, it was in a relatively small, like, classroom, basically. They don't all do them in big auditoriums. The crowd was floored. People were going nuts. Yes, people lose their mind at thesis defense. Woo! The University of Harvard professors were gossiping amongst each other. It all seemed fake to them, but Emily wanted to prove them wrong. I mean, she would have had to do experiments that would have been in the thesis. Like, they would have... That's part of a thesis, is you write a whole paper with all your citations and studies, and then the people who grade, who basically decide if your thesis is good enough, read it and listen to your presentation. She wanted to show people that this one secret mineral does exist, and that it's the key to blocking any fat again. The key to losing 52 pounds in 28 days. Wouldn't you want to lose that much weight so fast? Don't worry, you can see the results very soon. But before we show you how, let's talk about how Emily made this possible. Do we need to? Angel Eyes says, did you say yesterday that you won't be on much next week? Let me double check that it's next week. I think I may have actually gotten it off by a week. Yeah, next week I'll be on about normal, slightly less, but it's the week after, actually, starting July 19th, that I won't be able to stream as much. Because my boss is on vacation for the first time in a while, and I'm picking up most of her hours. So even though this is typically a part-time job that I do, I will have, like, a full 40 hours that week, so it'll be a lot to stream on top of that. But I should be around next week. It's the week after that I'll be around less. How Emily made this discovery. Emily discovered this revolutionary fat loss solution during her second year of medical school at the University of Harvard. With all the class... the University of Harvard. I know that's not, like, technically incorrect. I just never hear it called the University of Harvard. It's just usually referred to as Harvard. Usually University of is before, like, a state school. Like the University of Michigan, the University of Ohio. It's not the University of Harvard. With all the classes and studying, eating healthy and exercising were the last things on her mind. That's why she gained over 50 pounds during her first year of med school. But as a nutritional specialist, she was ashamed, especially since it was her mission to help other people stay healthy. But her priority at the moment was to study hard and get those high marks to get an ideal internship after the University of Harvard. During one late night studying in the library, Emily was looking for a certain book for her research. You know... This was written by an older person or by AI. You know how in college your research was all books, right? You didn't use the internet or, like, online journals or anything. You went to the library for all your research like it's 1973. Jitara says, speaking of minerals and weight loss, I'm reminded of something Toph said from Avatar The Last Airbender. There's no different angle, no clever solution, no tricky trick that's gonna move that rock. You gotta face it head on, but replace rock with weight. I didn't start losing weight until I was counting calories and eating less, and that was without working out frequently. Yeah. Continuing, in the process of this search, she stumbled upon this one area of books. She would later find out this was a restricted section, like it's Hogwarts, like they have a restricted section. Oh my god. She picked it again. You see these same narrative like frameworks and tropes again and again. By the way, this is a secret. They don't want you to know this. This was hidden until this bold individual found the truth. It's the same story over and over again. Lennon Cat says, someone studying at Harvard in a biomedical field definitely does research in a library and not like, you know, a laboratory. Oh my god, do they not know what research is? Do right-wing people think that research in as like a PhD is going and reading other people's books and they don't understand that it involves like doing experimentation? Oh no. Uh-oh. That explains a lot. She picked out this one book that was similar to what she needed. As she was flipping through the pages, it was the wrong book. However, she came across this one chapter called The Fat Blocking Code. There's no way this is possible, she thought, yet she kept reading. Then she looked up and noticed it was indeed a restricted section. You know how you go to your university library and there's just a very obviously, it's like, you can't go in here. No go! Why would you put it in the library then? Don't have it in the library. She kept thinking of her mission of helping people stay healthy and lose weight. However, in the library bathroom, she took a quick glance in the mirror and realized she needed to fix her weight problems before she could help others. Looking back at her notes, Emily knew she had to do something with this. The new fat blocking code. She needed to put this new fat blocking code to use. Fortunately, she had access to the medical school's nutrition lab, which allowed to experiment with this code. Look at her experimenting. That sure is science. The fat blocking code was pretty simple, so the lab had all the ingredients she needed. After a few months of blood, sweat, tears, trial and error, Emily was able to put together the perfect combination of ingredients. This was all necessary to give this fat blocking code a try. Emily put all her research to the test, and within 7 days, she already dropped 18 pounds. That's more than 2 pounds a day. Again, stole someone's weight loss before and after pictures for this. Then after 14 days, she dropped another 15 pounds. Is this even the same woman? I don't even know if that's the same woman. After 21 days, 11 more pounds. And after 28 days, Emily dropped 8 more pounds. Wow, it was weird that she kept buying new pants every couple weeks instead of just waiting until she lost all the weight. Looks like she kept buying new pants every week. Crazy, huh? Tea Time Tea says, it's interesting how in all these narratives, the person finds a paper or book by someone else that has all the answers. It is, isn't it? A little weird. I think it's because it's relatable to these people. Like, they can't imagine and don't understand the actual research process, but they can imagine a story in which someone finds a secret, right? That's what they think they're doing all the time, is finding conspiracies and secrets that other people just don't know. This special code blocks all fat gain, and that's the reason many people like yourself struggle to lose weight. Even after all the dieting and exercising, that one restricted book Emily found in the University of Harvard library explained how the new fat blocking code works. Basically, leptin is a hormone in your body that helps regulate your appetite. This hormone sends signals to your brain to stop eating when your body is satisfied with food. However, because of leptin resistance, that signal doesn't reach your brain. This results in you eating more even though your body has had enough food. What the new fat blocking code does is fight against the leptin resistance. Even if this was true, you could literally just be like, okay, I'm using a food scale, and this much food is this many calories, and this is all I need, and this is all I'm eating. Even if I feel hungry, You know what I mean? You wouldn't need anything. You could just measure your food. Dillis Filler says, and they used to encounter new knowledge in books, when they used to read anyway. Then this triggers the signals to your brain that you're full. In addition, it triggers signals to speed up your metabolism. The sources for that section of the book, the sources for that section of the book discusses the early experiments in the 1980s, and one patient who followed the new fat-blocking code was able to lose 40 pounds in 32 days. Why did she have to experiment then? If all this information was already figured out in the 80s and in the book, why did she have to experiment at all? Doesn't make sense. What if you have a slow metabolism or struggled with weight gain all your life? Don't worry. Even if you have a slow metabolism, even if you've struggled to lose weight all your life, or even if you just want to drop lots of fat before a big wedding or event coming up, new fat-blocking code handles that with ease. Take 62-year-old Gerald, for example. He was someone who struggled with a slow metabolism all his life. He's an easy weight gainer. However, when he tried this new fat-blocking code, his metabolism got so fast, now he can eat pretty much whatever he wants and still stay in shape. Look at Gerald go from 225 to 180 pounds within a month. That's 45 pounds in a month. Again, not healthy. Not real, but also not healthy if it was. Well, that guy's got a steel drum. He's cool. Did she just slut-shame his metabolism? Percent of testers who lost weight consistently. 97% of their secret mineral testers. Average pound after 1 month. 48 pounds. That's the average. Jesus. The supply's running out fast. You can tell because they have a stock image of empty shelves. And that symbolizes scarcity. So that means it's true. Imagine if you were able to get this mineral before the current batch runs out. You could fit into those jeans you haven't worn in years. You could eat whatever you want again and not have to worry about your weight. And you'll just be happier, skinnier you. But why does Emily want to produce this mineral? Emily wants others to experience similar success. Apparently, she wants to make bank on it, though, because she's not just releasing the information. She's selling it to you. For the record, Emily is not doing this for the money. She just wants to help people lose weight like she did. It's her life's purpose. Oh no, it skipped all the way down. Wait, hold on. Where did it go? There we go. It's her life's purpose as a future nutrition-focused doctor. Then why is she charging money? I like that they have to create a fictional individual because conservatives don't trust entities, they don't trust labels, they don't trust organizations, they trust people. And if they think they know this Emily, then they trust her, even though she's a construct. She's a human-shaped construct, though, and that's what they're looking for. She has a student loan debt from the University of Harvard. Fair enough. Oh, wow, they don't even justify why she's charging. Whatever. What exactly is this mineral? It's called K3 Spark Mineral, and it gives your body that jump start needed to send the new fat-blocking code signals to your brain. This reminds your body that you're full and satisfied from what you ate, preventing fat gain. In addition to blocking fat, the K3 Spark Mineral puts your body into ketosis. This makes your body a fat-burning furnace. However, usually to achieve ketosis, you need to follow the strict keto diet. And as Emily and many others have experienced, it's hard to stick with keto for the long term. The K3 Spark Mineral emulates what the keto diet does for your body and multiplies the results by 3. Just look at the average weight loss between keto dieters and the K3 Spark Mineral users in Emily's experiments. There you go. Fake data points. We did it. I'm frustrated by... How do I put this? What's the word I'm looking for? Entitlement. It feels like these people are entitled to eat whatever they want, to never be concerned about exercise, and still be in great shape. And that's just absurd. That's like a heroin addict being like, I think I should get to do as much heroin as I want, and nothing bad should ever happen. Look, I get that that might be ideal, theoretically, for you to just push a pleasure button as much as you want, but we live in the real world, where there are consequences to every action. Overeating, eating tons of sugary things, not good for you, and it's gonna result in weight gain and other health issues. You can't live in a fantasy world where you just get to do whatever you want, no matter how damaging it is, and everything works out fine, just because it makes you feel good. I get it, I know that sucks, but that's life. You just can't. Freyline says, I hate this idea that blind weight loss is healthy. Losing weight does not equal health necessarily. You can lose a lot of weight by losing muscle, and your body needs a certain amount of fat. Yeah. The best part, you don't need to diet or exercise to achieve those 3 times results. Check out this test between 2 patients, and then, they stole these pictures again from some random people. One of the few professors at the University of Harvard who supports Emily's findings says, and then there's a stock photo of a professor guy, so you know it's legitimate. This K3 spark mineral Emily discovered is revolutionary. It's easy to use, and you have the fastest weight loss results without any diet or complicated exercise plan. No side effects, too. Highly recommended. So say goodbye to exhausting exercises, to restrictive diets, and hello to a happier, easier weight of losing weight. That's supposed to be way of losing weight. But, might not even be stolen, might be AI. That's still stolen. That's just stolen with extra steps. CSX Hobo says, synthetic vitamin K3 spark mineral can be harmful, potentially causing liver damage and anemia. Oh, fun. More stolen pictures. Stock photo of old people on a beach. I mean, I think this guy looks fine in both pictures, honestly. I hope he's happier, but, he looked fine in both pictures. How much are they charging? I'd like to know. Limited time offer for our readers. Claim yours now before they're all gone. Note, Emily and her patients used Gimme Keto Gummies to lose lots of weight. Optimal fit. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost scared to click this link. Oh, it's just... How many pounds do I want to lose? More than 30. Which parts of me need correction? I want to lose weight everywhere. My age, 31 to 40. No matter what you click, I assume it says that. That's quite funny. Order with the 75% discount. Where is this gonna take me? Oh, this seems like a scam. It's got a clock on the beginning at the top with a 10-minute timer trying to tell you to fucking click on it. Fuck off. You fucking monsters. People are evil. People are so evil. Oh, we got a tip. Green guy with a tip says, Hannah, do you still have a P.O. box? I do. Here is the P.O. box address. It should be on the screen. P.O. Box 320072, Flint, Michigan 48532. If anyone has any DVDs or movies you want to send me, or books, anything that's safe and non-perishable and legal, you can send me. If you send me illegal shit, I will report you. I'm not fucking with the post office. Oh, that's the same ad! Here's how organic lemon essential oil supports healthy skin and overall well-being. Do I still need shelves or something from Amazon because it's Prime Day? Prime Day doesn't really give you good deals like they say it does. And, like, I could always use more shelves, but I really shouldn't right now. We're probably moving next year, so not a great idea to put a bunch of new furniture in.
So a lot of people...
Okay, here's another scam ad that leads to this. The ad says, many retirees unaware of zero-cost car insurance based on their age. And then it goes to Auto, O-T-T-O, Auto. New rules for senior drivers in Michigan has insurers scrambling discounts offered for eligible drivers. So this is another ad that's disguised as though it's an article. This stuff is super gross. Michigan senior drivers, you could be eligible for a massive discount on your car insurance. New policies reveal that many seniors in Michigan have likely been overpaying for years. New rules greatly favor older drivers who drive less than 50 miles a day, and insurers are scrambling as drivers learn about this. Those who live in qualified zip codes can get even larger discounts. When Miranda entered her zip code, again, like, they gotta even give this, they gotta give you a random specific person. It can't be a broad group of people. It has to be Miranda. I heard about this lady Miranda who did this. These people's brains, man. When Miranda entered her zip code at autoinsurance.com, which happens to be the website we're on right now, that's crazy, she was shocked. She found out her local insurance agent was overcharging her, and she was able to get car insurance much cheaper. Quote from Miranda, the fake person, "We managed to reduce our insurance premiums by 70% by using the autoinsurance.com comparison tool. I only wish we'd discovered this sooner," Miranda proclaimed. God. The simple truth is your car insurance company doesn't want you to know this. There's that trope again of, like, this is a secret they don't want you to know. Again, these people fall for fucking everything. All you have to do is spin a narrative that it's a secret that they can be in on, that other people don't want them to know. They're just like contrarian little weasel children. It's crazy. Survey data indicates that it's possible to save $500+ per year on their car insurance rates when senior drivers visit unbiased sites like autoinsurance.com. Again, this is the site we're on right now, telling us that it is unbiased. They can view all the best rates available based on their age. How companies have gotten away with this is beyond us. Take 2 minutes out of your day to stop overpaying. Note, if you find a better rate, you can easily cancel your current policy and your insurer must immediately refund your entire unused premium. It's the law. Yeah, you can get prorated, like, returns. Wouldn't they be the ones to know? You'd think. Here's how you do it. Simply click your state and below enter your zip code on the next page. Step 2, answer some basic driving questions and get instant discounted quotes from top companies. I don't want to click on this. But you get it. It's another scam. Get quote. Someone give me a random zip code. I guess that one was random. I could have just stuck with that. Someone give me a random zip code, and we'll check the rates that they're making up on the spot. I like that, like, they don't need any of your personal information to check the rates or what the car is. They just need your zip code. in my experience, getting quotes on car insurance, they need more than just your zip code. They want to know your age, your gender, the make and model of the vehicle, stuff like that. 70233. Sure. It says, please enter a valid zip code. It has to be a real zip code. Someone give me a real zip code. 90210? That'll work. 90210. Ugh, thank you, Tori Spelling. Select your vehicle year. Okay, see, they are asking for this. 2005, let's say. We'll say it's a Ford, because I hate myself. We'll say it's a F-250. That's a truck. People like. Add vehicle. No. Who handled your insurance in the last 6 months? Let's say Geico. Gender. Female. Married. Yes. Credit score. We'll go poor. Homeowner. Own rent. I own a house that I rent to someone else, and I rent a house from someone else. So we'll say rent. Would I like to receive a renter's insurance quote? No, they're going to ask for my email at the end of this to give a quote, aren't they? 312.99. I'll say I was born in 1903. A valid... Oh, it won't let me! Those fuckers. What if I say I was born in 1934? Will you believe me then? Oh, I see how it is. Just because I'm the oldest person in recorded history, I can't want insurance from you? Prejudiced. Gitara says, all those miracle drug scams end up resulting in, yeah, this miracle thing I've been chilling this whole time puts your body into fat-burning ketosis. Like, okay, that's not a revolutionary thing, an unknown hack, or a secret they don't want you to know. Ketosis is a metabolic process that's been heavily researched, and you can do it without taking some so-called miracle drug you can only buy from a sketchy website. 1. Boo! Okay, I'm not doing the email. This ad says, top cardiologist begs, quit eating blueberries before this happens. Oh no, what's gonna happen if I eat blueberries?
The best and worst
What's gonna happen if I eat blueberries? Tell
breakfast
me!
foods in 2024.
Oatmeal. There's nothing good in oatmeal. Oats are one of the best ways to fatten us. Granola, deceptively labeled as healthy food in stores. Granola is filled with grains and tons of sugar. And these grains are lectin bombs capable of destroying just about anyone's gut.
Hard-boiled egg.
Hard boiling. A few pasture-raised or omega-3 eggs. Cereal. Pure sugar, folks. Even so-called healthy cereal options can still wreak havoc on your gut and cause weight gain.
Coffee?
People always ask me, is coffee after meals healthy or bad for you? Actually, the answer is both, depending on when you drink it. Firstly, coffee is a great beverage in general.
Wait, it's healthy or not depending on when you drink it?
It's packed with polyphenols, which can help with everything from providing energy, curbing unhealthy food cravings, and it can even help.
This guy's an infamous scammer. Oh, he appears on ads on Rumble and Bitchute all the time.
Lose weight. And actually, when you drink coffee during or after a meal, it can help stimulate the blood vessels in your digestive tract, helping you digest your meal better. But there's a downside. Studies show coffee can also inhibit nutrient absorption. For instance, drinking coffee with a meal may inhibit iron absorption by up to 80%. For that reason, I recommend drinking coffee at least 1 hour before your meal, not after. But if you want to really make your coffee healthier, it's not when you drink.
I'd recommend if you want to make your coffee healthier not to pour a pound of powdered sugar on it.
But what you put in it.
I'm sorry, was that an eggshell that they put in their coffee?
MCTs are the super fat burners that help your body convert fat directly into energy. The more of these you can get into your diet, the more lean and healthy you can become. In fact, this is why people go on the keto diet. MCTs have the exact same effect as keto, except you don't need to cut any carbs at all. You just add MCTs in. One food that has lots of MCTs are coconuts, which is why I always suggest adding coconut milk to coffee instead of dairy or nut milks. But here's the crazy part. There's other foods that are also packed with MCTs. They blow coconut milk out of the water. Eating these foods can be the equivalent of drinking gallons of coconut milk. These foods are part of how I lost 70 pounds and have kept the weight off for 20 years. It's also how I helped my digestive issues and bloating, got tons more energy, and look and feel better today in my 70s than I did in my 40s. And this works for anybody at any age. I've seen thousands of people turn their health around doing this.
I agree on coconut milk. I like oat milk. Either if I'm cooking, dairy milk is fine. I don't like to drink dairy milk unless it's chocolate milk, in which case chalky milk is always good. I have the palate of a 6-year-old. Chocolate milk is always good. But I like oat milk generally.
As young as 18 or as
I don't
old,
like coconut in general, the flavor or the texture of coconut. I'm not a fan.
old as 95.
And often, a coconut, I don't know if you know this is a real problem. If you walk under a coconut tree, often there's a real danger that one will fall on your head and then you'll lose your memories for an entire episode. And then you're going to have to get bonked on the head again to fix it. And I don't know, I just don't have time for that.
Okay, let's talk about the 3 MCT superfoods that changed my health forever.
People know that there's something wrong. They're eating healthier than ever, and yet they're sicker than ever.
And do you think it's stoppable through diet?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It turns out the key to losing weight and keeping it off is not in carbs or fat or even in probiotic-rich foods. No, the end game of having a healthy weight, as well as more energy and a long, healthy life, comes down to a specific switch you can flip in your body to flush out unnecessary calories. I call it caloric bypass. And by activating this specific process in your body, I have seen thousands, yes, thousands of people dramatically improve their health even at age 50 and beyond. This includes losing.
You see chocolate and raise you strawberry and also coffee milk. So I'm about to blow someone's mind. Peanut butter milk. Peanut butter milk. It's a thing. Chocolate peanut butter milk. Also a thing. I'd recommend both. It's delicious.
Weight, getting tons more energy, and returning to the good health they had in their youth once they simply address this one key to better health. Not only that, this is actually associated with improved digestion, strong feeling joints.
Where can you get that? We have a local dairy that does it, but I would imagine you could probably like take some peanut butter, stick it in the microwave to warm it up so it's liquidy, and then probably just dump it in the milk and stir it. Probably be fine. Toriador says Ghost Protein has cereal peanut butter Oreo milk flavors. Ooh.
Muscles, smoother skin, and could even be the key to a long and happy life. My name is Dr. Stephen Gundry, and you may know me from my
Pebbles milk flavor. That's pretty good.
20 years as one
Fruity Pebbles does slap, and the milk is good.
of the top cardiothoracic surgeons in America. I perform more infant heart transplants than
I'm
any
an
other
American
doctor in the
from the Midwest. I have to love peanut butter.
world. And if you
Yeah, he hasn't mentioned the blueberry thing.
or a loved one has ever had open heart surgery, you were likely kept alive using medical devices I invented during my career. But despite my success as a doctor, my own health was a mess. I was 70 pounds overweight, had arthritis, migraine headaches, high insulin and blood pressure levels, and terrible digestive problems such as bloating, constipation, and a host of other unexplained issues. Realizing these same issues were plaguing
That sounds vaguely ominous.
millions of Americans
Or sexual.
and causing
And I
the
can't tell which one it is.
very hard issues I'd spent my life fighting against. My career took a turn as I dedicated myself to learning and overcoming the skyrocketing issues of weight gain, digestive problems, and other serious issues experienced by over half of Americans. And soon, the mystery was solved. I lost those 70 pounds and have kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. My digestive issues are gone, my health is fantastic, and I feel younger and healthier today than I did in my 40s. Even my skin, my hair, and my energy levels have improved. I've since written 7 best-selling books on health. I've spoken at major universities around the world, and my online videos on health and wellness have been watched by over 20 million people to date. And yet, the video
I've had
you're
a
watching
peanut
right
butter
now
burger before. I didn't like it very much.
now is without a doubt.
Like, I see how it could work, the peanut sauce and the burger. I get it. Like, I've had peanuts and savory things can go together. Like, I forget which country's cuisine has it, but there's a country that adds, like, peanut sauce and stuff to things. What country am I thinking of? So it can be good. I just don't like it very much. Thai, thank you. That's what it is. Thai food adds peanut butter and peanut butter sauces to some stuff.
My most important video ever.
Didn't like it very much on a burger, though.
Because for years, I've known how to help people overcome health issues. It turns out the reason why this worked so amazingly well was partially unknown to the entire medical community, even me. It's only in the last year that I've discovered the final crucial piece of this puzzle.
It's a green vial of water with watercoloring in it.
Why is that important? Because it means we can now skip the middle steps and cut right to the one thing which all health is tied to. It's a specific part of your cells called mitochondria. And
see what I'm saying? Mitochondria. It's the one organelle in the fucking cell they remember. One organelle. It's ridiculous.
Video, I will reveal exactly how to use these mitochondria to switch on extreme caloric bypass so that you can achieve your weight loss goals, gain energy, and feel younger and healthier than you have in years. By the way, these specific mito booster techniques have been found to provide the benefits of the keto diet without cutting a single carb. I will tell you right now, 2 of these 3 mito boosters involve adding some very specific and powerful foods to your diet, which can dramatically change your life for the better. But the other one is a simple method that has nothing to do with food. It's easy, free, and you can start using it to activate caloric bypass literally the second you're done watching this video. However, I must warn you, the next few minutes will contain revelations that run completely against the grain of everything you've been told about health and nutrition. How can that
I'm about to sell you some bullshit. Get ready.
be? How can an entire industry of health experts, doctors, and nutritionists be wrong? Well, let's ask a different question first. When it comes to helping Americans lose weight and get healthy, what exactly have these experts got right? Think about it. Today, there's more health news, medical advancements, and expert diets available than at any point in history, not to mention so-called health food on every aisle and a gym on every corner. Meanwhile, over the last 30 years, the health of Americans has rapidly gone down. Digestive issues like bloating, cramps, and constipation are at the highest levels ever recorded. Millions of us struggle with fatigue and low mood. Skin problems, achy joints, allergies, and brain fog are something a majority of Americans deal with every single day. Worst of all, why are 66% of Americans overweight, diabetic, or pre-diabetic? And why is that number increasing every day?
Easily accessible junk food that's incredibly, like, dense calorically and sugar, and there's soda everywhere, and it's so bad. It's so bad. Toreador says, literally you can buy all of the mitochondrial precursor anemos on the ATP oxidation chain in a store right now. L-carnitine is the best one. It's found in red meat mostly, but also several legume species.
With projections that in 10 years, 85% of all Americans will be overweight or obese. So, forgive me if I don't automatically trust everything the medical industry tells me. And in fact, why I'm quite suspicious.
Scam artist trying to sell you fake medicine doesn't trust doctors. More at 11.
Of the theories they've been using all along. And this isn't something I say casually. Believe me, I come from their ranks. I was educated at Yale, one of the top universities in the world. I spent 16 years as a professor of surgery and pediatrics and chairman of cardiothoracic surgery at the world-famous Loma Linda University School of Medicine. I was one of the original 20 surgeons who tested the world's first artificial heart, and one of the first to use robots in surgery.
How far you've fallen.
So no, I don't.
From actually, if that's true, being on the cutting edge of your field to shilling scams to people.
I don't have some grudge against conventional medicine. It's saved thousands of lives. The problem is that most doctors, my younger self included, are only trained to fix problems when you're already just weeks or days away from death. Sure, I knew how to transplant a heart that was about to fail, and I can operate on a cancerous tumor growing in your body. But what about the 20 years of problems that led up to these fatal issues? Why was
Man, if people had health insurance in this country, or had the right to get health care, maybe preventative stuff would be on the menu, but as it sits, most people are content to sit around and wait till a problem almost kills them before they'll go to the emergency room because they can't afford it. Sorry, I'm on my leftist shit again. Toreador says, surprise, L-carnitine is also naturally produced by the human body, and the supplement is only helpful if you exercise. You know, literally the only thing that really actually burns a significant amount of calories.
Was all that medical training and expertise focused on the very end stage of disease, and so little on the underlying causes of these health issues? The truth is, the biggest impact we can make on our health isn't finding some new heart transplant or cancer therapies. It's keeping yourself out of the hospital in the first place by making sure your body is stronger and healthier right now. And that means effectively managing your weight, your organs, and even your cognitive health on your own, so that you can be one of those fortunate, healthy people who seems to always look and feel fantastic, even as you enter your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Okay, so let's get right to it. How do we achieve overall wellness, and how do we achieve it easily so that we can sustain it for years and years to come? The key starts in a fascinating discovery that was actually made over 100 years ago during World War I. The year was 1914, and all of Europe was at war. Two of the countries locked in combat were Germany and France, and both sides worked feverishly to supply their troops with munitions such as bullets, bombs, and explosives. And inside some of these munitions factories, something very strange was happening. It was noticed on both sides that in certain types of factories, the workers were experiencing a very strange change to their bodies. They were getting skinnier. Believing the workers were simply underfed, supervisors began making sure they ate more. Their caloric intake was increased dramatically. Yet, no matter how much they ate, these workers could not gain weight.
Oh, well, this is bullshit. That's funny.
Well, before the medical community could fully...
Oh, there's a quick tip from Green Guy. Says, didn't they find out the most important health thing is mental health? Like binge eating usually has an underlying cause. Heart issues can be anxiety issues. In America, heart issues are usually caused by lifestyle things. Mental health is a thing with binge eating, though, that's for sure. The 7-foot streamer, thanks for following.
Explore this strange phenomenon, the Allied powers prevailed and the war came to an end. Most of these factories were slowed or shut down completely. And so, the mystery of the work...
All the women that were allowed in the workforce for the first time were told, get back in the home, bitch! You certainly demonstrated your capability of doing the same work as a man, but now the men are back, so go away!
Workers who could not...
What are we watching? Scam ads from Bitchute and Rumble.
Not gain weight.
This is an alt health scam.
Was forgotten. That is, until 1933. In 1933, a doctor at Stanford University stumbled upon this research. He was curious because the side effects the workers experienced were similar to those he suspected from a specific biological process that occurred deep inside our cells in a part of your body I mentioned before.
Isn't Bitchute fascist? It is, yes. That's why we're watching it, to see the advertisements that get advertised to fascists and right-wing weirdos.
Mitochondria. I know that sounds like a strange, sciencey term, but I can actually make you an expert in it in about 1 minute. The mitochondria are the power plants of your cells. They're in charge of producing all the energy your body needs to survive. The energy you need to take a walk or do chores, but also the energy you need to digest food, to keep your heart strong, and even keep your skin looking young and healthy. Your mitochondria do all this by taking the food you eat, processing it, and turning it into energy. Pretty cool, right? And if there's too much food, your cells can store the extra energy to use later. That energy gets stored as fat. Now, this was very helpful for our ancestors because during the Ice Age, food was scarce. So when there was extra
during most of human history, food was scarce.
Calories available,
Putting it out there.
It made sense to put them in storage as fat for emergencies when food was hard to find. Of course, in the modern world, you and I have access to food all day. So the excess calories just keep getting stored as fat again and again. And eventually we've got way too much fat and no real way to lose it. Which brings us back to our skinny World War I factory workers. When researchers went back to study the type of munitions these factories were making, they realized all the factories where people lost weight were using a specific type of gunpowder made with dinitrophenol.
Oh, fuck off.
or DNP. DNP, it turns out, is what we call a signaling molecule.
Seems like it was made with AI. It could be. There were some earlier.
That means it tells mitochondria what to do. And what exactly does DNP signal? It tells your cells to do something fascinating. It says, hey cells, waste energy. Sounds weird, right? Why would it ever be helpful for our cells to waste energy? Well, here's an analogy based on a classic TV episode you may have seen from I Love Lucy.
It's gonna be the conveyor belt.
Lucy and Ethel are working in a chocolate factory.
Yep. It kills people, and then a link. Oh, boy. Oh!
Hey, Doctor.
This guy has a video on it. Guy took DNP to lose weight, and this happened. Yeah, if you wind up on this guy's channel, that means bad things happened. This is Chubby Emu. I don't know if anyone has seen him. Many people have. He has 3 million subscribers. He basically talks about medical incidents, and what happens medically to people's bodies when they die in very strange or extreme ways. So apparently this stuff will fucking kill ya, so that's great.
Factory wrapping up chocolates on a conveyor belt. At first it's easy because the conveyor belt moves slow. But as it speeds up, they can't handle all the chocolate. It moves so fast they start shoving chocolates down their shirts, in their hats, even in their mouths. Well, in your body, this same thing happens when you eat food.
Is the I Love Lucy conveyor belt scene the most pastiched comedy bit in history?
When your
It's gotta be that or Who's on First.
mitochondria get too much food, they can't handle it all. And that's when the extra calories get stored as fat. Now, back to DNP. I call DNP a boss molecule because it acts like Lucy and Ethel's boss. So imagine Lucy's boss said, hey guys, instead of shoving the chocolate in your mouth, just take all the extras you can't wrap and throw them away. Now, Lucy and Ethel
Well, that wouldn't be a very funny bit.
slow down and everything works better. In your cells, the exact same thing can happen. When we signal your cells, hey mitochondria, quit working so hard, instead of turning those extra calories into fat, just let them pass through unprocessed. So the calories get tossed out of the cell, and you don't keep the fat.
Where would they go?
It's too good to be true.
Like, it's a physical, it's like chemist, like, where is it going?
Right? And yet it turns out
going into your waist?
This is exactly.
To be clear, I know none of this is true. I'm just saying, in his hypothetical story, he should justify this, because are people not going to question?
What DNP did to the World War I factory workers. This chemical signaled to the workers' cells, hey guys, no matter how many calories we eat, don't turn any into fat. And it worked. The workers could not gain weight no matter how much they ate. Researchers sometimes refer to this as mitochondrial uncoupling. I call it caloric bypass because it literally helps your cells bypass calories, resulting in lower body weight. Well, back in the 1930s, when researchers discovered DNP's effect for weight loss, they began prescribing it to patients, and it became one of the most popular diet pills of the era. There was just one problem. DNP is poison. People lost weight, but DNP is toxic in many ways. Signs of acute DNP poisoning include vomiting.
Okay, so how is he going to justify now that he's admitting it's poison?
Flush skin, sweating, dizziness, headaches, and irregular heartbeat. Some people who took DNP even died. So in 1938, the FDA officially banned DNP as unsafe for human consumption. And thank God they did. Human beings should not be taking dangerous chemicals used to make explosives just to lose weight. But unfortunately, the dangers of DNP made it so researchers completely abandoned any interest in caloric bypass for the next 70 years. But did we give up on this research too soon? What if there were ways to activate caloric bypass without ingesting harmful chemicals?
So
in fact,
I assume they're gonna sell some bullshit supplement and claim it has the same effect as the DNP thing? That's my guess is what the scam is.
What if there was a way to waste calories that was not only safe, it was something that dramatically boosted your overall wellness? It could mean even easier weight management because your body absorbs fewer calories. Not only that, scientists universally agree that excess weight is correlated with heart disease, diabetes and prediabetes, high blood pressure, insulin issues, digestive problems, achy joints, fatigue, and a host of other health problems. Mitochondrial health has even been associated with smooth skin, a strong feeling body, and most impressively, longevity. In other words, there is a great deal of positive benefits at stake here if this process can be harnessed safely. Well, over the past few years, I've dedicated my research to studying every type of boss molecule that activates caloric bypass. There are actually quite a few, and many of them are healthy. But I kept coming back to 3 specific mito boosters that worked far, far better than all the rest. My first mito booster is a very powerful type of compound found in many foods called polyphenols. Polyphenols are a specific type of compound found in certain plant foods. They occur naturally in very dark berries, such as black elderberries, blueberries, and pomegranate. They're also
So by your logic, everyone who eats pomegranates should be skinny?
found in certain spices, including turmeric. And new research indicates that the more of these polyphenols you eat, the healthier you get. In one study, scientists concluded that people who ate the highest amount of polyphenol-rich foods may have a reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In another study, polyphenols were found to help keep blood sugar and cholesterol levels in the normal range. Polyphenols can even help people with memory and brain function.
Stiller says, calling corporate like a boss molecule.
In as little as 12 weeks, just from drinking the juice of polyphenol-rich grapes. Polyphenols are also naturally beneficial to gut health and play a crucial role in fighting things like bloating, occasional constipation, and other forms of digestive discomfort. According to researcher
Nami says, if your body just burns fat, you'd get a fever and feel tired
Dr.
for
David
no reason.
Stevenson, our research has shown
Joke's on you, I feel tired all the time.
that the polyphenols found in fruits and vegetables are broken down by bacteria in the colon. Our studies have shown they influence the microorganisms for use as ingredients in function.
Okay, probably enough of that. Might be enough of everything. We've been going on almost 3 hours. Glad we did this to work some of the kinks out. I really didn't expect them to stop serving me the video ads so directly, but luckily I was able to find some of the other stuff to click on. Like this wireless hearing aids ad from a scam company. But yeah, if we do this again, I'll make sure that I'm recording ads as I get other material, and then I'll have a bunch to play back to back to back without them trying to ad block me.
That's the filtration system, and the Rope Boys is washing. Heritage building in the heart of CBD.
So thanks everyone for hanging out and watching weird scams with me today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow, but it'll be something. I don't work tomorrow anymore. So yeah, we'll find something. Don't know what we'll be doing together, but it'll be something fun. Let's see who we're gonna raid, shall we? Am I logged out? Wait, is this the... which tab is this? Why am I... oh, duh, I logged out my cookies. Shit. Hold on, give me a second to log back in so I can see who's live. Look at the bingo card. Look at it. Look at it! Fucking two-factor authentication ass fucking code. Fuck. There we go. Remember for 30 days. Sign in. We did it.
Let's go, and who is it?
Shut up. Yeah, we can raid Casafel, that's fine. Alright. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great night. And you haven't already, follow me on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. Do it. Like the stream on YouTube. You're here, leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. Unless it's mean, then leave me alone. Bye, everyone.